Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly, storyteller today, because today we are playing a very special charity one-shot of White Wolf or Onyx Path Publishing's classic World of Darkness game of ecological horror and fury, Werewolf the Apocalypse. And we're playing the 20th anniversary edition, but there's really not much of an difference between the different editions. This session was made possible by generous donations from donors to the Heroes Save Villages campaign that we have on the channel, which benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity. And with me today, we have some all-stars from the channel to jump in and play some fledgling Garou, the setting and the game's word for werewolves. I go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your level of familiarity with Werewolf the Apocalypse is. So first up, we've got George.
Oh, hey, I'm George. I'm playing Alistair Newell. I have very limited experience with World of Darkness in general.
Because you would have been working for West End at the time.
I was.
Yeah. So
competitors.
Yeah, absolutely. Damn you and your dice pools.
Yeah, it's a very popular game, though.
Nice.
Gotta give it to him.
And next up is Brandon.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm playing Mutt. He is a Bonar Lupus Theurge, which means he's natively a wolf. And I've my experience with Werewolf, I've never played it, but I own 2 previous editions and I've read a bunch about it, so I'm familiar with the setting.
Very nice. Excellent. Yep. Next up is Ingolf.
Yeah, hi, I'm Ingolf. I'm playing Bharat Khatri. He is, whatever this is called, he's kind of a bard and a more like intellectual, spiritual minded kind of werewolf. Let's see how this plays out. And I played it once, I suppose, but never really, and I played the GURPS version, so that was very different as well.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Next up is Mo.
Hi, I'm Morris. I have played back in the day, the first edition. Unfortunately, I've lost it. I did have a very nasty pointed email from one of the original designers. We had a disagreement about how Black Fury should be played. So I've only ever played it once or twice.
Oh,
and that was years ago.
Nice. And last but certainly not least is our resident armorsmith, Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave. I will not be making any armor today because I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around what's going on in this game. So my experience is the last 20 minutes of Kev explaining how this works. And I'm playing Zonta. She's a young Lakota woman who, strangely enough, is kind of tanky. I don't know why that,
So one of the things I'll just to give some introductions just for the players and for the listeners at home who may not be familiar with the game. So when you're creating characters for Werewolf the Apocalypse, like a lot of the games, the White Wolf games that came out at the time, it was a combination of different kind of elements. In Werewolf, the combination of elements would be your breed, what your lineage was. So your parents were human, were wolf, or were both Garou. You also selected one of 13 tribes to play. There were a bunch of different tribes that made up the kind of the groups that were part of werewolves from across the world. And then you also picked what's called an auspice, and the auspice was based on a phase of the moon, from the new moon to full moon, and that dictated sort of some of the options you got to pick in terms of the different kind of magical gifts that you got from spirits. The auspices are the closest to sort of like what classes were, and we're fortunate today to have characters representing each of the 5 auspices. We have a Ragabash, who is the tricksters, and I'm trying to think what the other one. Trickster is really the thing they lean into with Ragabash. We have a Theurge, who is the seers and shaman of the Garou. We have a Philodox, who is the judges and lawgivers of the group. We have a which one am I missing here? A Rune, which are the warriors. And we have a Gaillard. The what do you call it? The storytellers and the lore keepers for the Garou. The different tribes we have represented here. We have Fina, who are often come from Celtic backgrounds. We have Bone Gnars, who come from kind of the they're so named from living on the outskirts of humanity. The outskirts dating back to the time, the legendary time of the Purge, when the Garou kept the humans in line by keeping their numbers down. We have a Stargazer, which often come from Southeast Asian groups, but also travel quite a bit. We have a Glasswalker, which are very unlike the Bone Gnars, who lived on the outskirts of human civilizations. The Glasswalkers very early on incorporated themselves into human civilization and changed the name of their tribe over the course of history as well, too. They were called something different before. And then we have the Uctina represented as well, too. One of the few surviving Native American or First Nations groups of Garou. There was another one, but it was unfortunately annihilated by agents of the worm. Where our session opens is with 5 novice Garou. None of the characters know necessarily, apart from knowing what they are, they don't really know their place in Garou society. Our scene opens in a darkened wood. And what we can see moving through here is a large wolf. And for those who may be either not outdoorsy types or haven't had an opportunity to see wolves in the wild, wolves are much bigger than what you picture them being. And it's not unusual for a wolf, particularly for timber wolves, to be 3 feet at the shoulder. So there is a huge wolf making its way through these darkened woods, and we hear kind of a hooting and howling off in the distance. This wolf appears to be a Ronin, a renegade, not part of a pack because it travels on its own. And we see this thing making its way through the woods and then to the edge of a clearing. And we see it looking down in the darkness. There is a full moon out, so we have clear visibility on what is below. And below, what we can see is a flock of sheep. And we can hear kind of the bah, bah of these things. The wolf, its eyes reflecting the light of the moon, like as if a starting pistol went off, darts down this hill and towards the pack. This thing knows better than to go for the wider pack because there are sheepdogs out guarding this flock. But wolves are clever when they're hungry. And this one makes its way towards where the weak or the tender are kept in a large barn. And as this thing gets closer, it suddenly stops in its motion, and we can see the hair on its back all goes up, bristling. Its nostrils flare, and its teeth are bared. We can tell it smells something that is setting it on edge. From inside, you hear a thwomp, a wet, sickening thump. Thwomp, again. You hear a bleeding. Thwomp. And this wolf slowly stalks towards. Gets to near where a door sits slightly ajar and light comes from within. You hear this wolf, and I should clarify, this is you. You can hear the sound of heavy wings beating, and something lands atop the structure. You look up and you can see the large circular eyes of an owl looking down. But no curious bird of prey is going to prevent you from feasting. But as you stalk through the open door and look, what you see is a scene of horror. Blood everywhere, the coppery tinge making you salivate at the prospect of a meal. But in the middle of the room, standing with a bloodied cudgel, is the shepherd. The shepherd turns, and a face twisted by rage and madness, it charges towards you. And at that, you awaken to the sound of, we're just coming in on our descent on Calgary. If we could ask that you please put all seatbelts on and return all trays to their stowed position and seats to an upright position. We'll be welcoming you to Stampede City in about half an hour. Thanks for flying Air Canada, and we hope you enjoy your time in Calgary. Now, Hunter, you're looking around, and there's a lady who looks to be probably in her like mid-50s. She appears to have been returning from some vacation. She looks at you and says, "Are you okay?"
Oh, he's sort of just just a bad dream now.
You were growling.
Well, yeah. I had some medication a while back. It gives you sort of really weird dreams while you come off it.
And she turns to her husband, who is equally, equal to her age, and she says, "I told you it was drugs."
I sort of smile gently and, check the time on my Rolex and...
Now, is Hunter the type to wait until they land for him to turn his phone on, or is he the kind of prick who will turn his phone on as soon as they're in descent?
No, he'd wait.
Okay.
I'm kind of assuming we're in first, yeah?
Yes, you are, yeah. So you, the plane lands, and you are... you go through the process of disembarking. You, of course, are able to get out first. The couple sitting next to you are, again, that awful fucking couple who's already standing with all their shit, trying to push past the air stewardesses at the earliest opportunity. And you then make your way out. Oh, did we lose Mo here? What's happening here? Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. It's getting a final attention. So what we see is Hunter walks out and then makes his way down into the Calgary International Airport. The concourse area here is really where you check in, so you don't need to... That you don't see, but I couldn't find a good enough picture from it as well, too. But one of the things that you are welcomed with, or that Hunter is welcomed with, is individuals wearing white cowboy hats and red vests.
That's really true.
That is 100% true.
Great. I love that.
If you need information about anything, you find the white cowboy hat and the red vest, and they will help you out.
That's awesome.
The baggage claim area that you can see here is the actual baggage claim area. The concourse, it's just, this is a little further to the left when you walk into the airport. Where you guys are, where Hunter is disembarking, is around the right side. And I think they may have removed it, but I couldn't find a picture. There's actually a display of taxidermied wolves at the airport as well. And we see Hunter, we'll give Mo just a quickly catch up when he gets back on. We see Hunter disembark, collect his stuff. He's checking his phone, and then he makes his way down. Once he gets his luggage, and I'm picturing his luggage being very high end. We got to think. Mo back. Mo, you back with us?
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
I had to do my regular.
No, that's okay. It's your super soldier
observations.
injection. I know. So what you see is Mo. You've collected your supplies, and you walk by what I mentioned that you walk by a pair of older folks that look to be retired age who are wearing white cowboy hats and red vests, who sort of nod their welcome to you. You pass by a big sign on the one of the sort of like wall things, and it says Endron, Endron, Endron Oil, a future so bright. And there's a guy in his 40s who's wearing sunglasses with a big beaming white smile. Hunter, would you kindly give us a Gnosis roll? So you're just going to go onto your character sheet and you're going to click on Gnosis. The button that lights up, please. And the difficulty is going to be a 9.
So that's the pool mod?
No, not pool mod. Difficulty will be 9. Pool mod is 0. Does it prompt you for the difficulty?
Oh no, I'm getting a input value pool mod when I did it.
Well, put 0.
Yeah, and there might be more than one.
There you go.
Then difficulty 6, change that to a 9.
Yes, please. Okay, so you walk past this thing, and there's a bit of, the sound of a, like an old, what's the word I'm looking for here? Fluorescent light, that humming. There's a bit of a that you hear for a second, and then one of the red vested white hat, old white guys comes up and says, "Is there something I can help you find, son?" And he's got the gin blossoms on his nose.
So I didn't quite catch what he said there.
Can I help you with something, son?
Do I know where I'm going? Is there or am I expecting someone with a sign saying...
You are looking... Apparently, there is some kind of display of stuffed wolves in the airport.
I think I'll probably ignore that. I'll say, no, thank you. No, I'm meeting some friends.
Okay. Is there somewhere that you're supposed to meet them?
Out of character, did we get instructions on where we're supposed to be
You're
going?
supposed to find that and wait at the wolves. There is, in the airport, a display of taxidermied wolves.
All right, well, I'll go over to the stand of my stuffed brothers and sisters.
You don't know where it is. You've never been to Calgary before.
Oh, right. Well, I'll make landside there.
You can just wander around the airport and try and find it, or you could ask these folks.
All right. No, I'm looking for used to write plush wolves. I believe there's a display here.
The woman who's standing with him says, "You mean something for your friends? A stuffed thing? We got some love." I don't know why they have southern accents, but they have lovely... I can't fucking help it. They have... we have some lovely stuffed beavers with cowboy hats. They're so cute.
Okay, I'm not getting it. Okay, I'll thank her and sort of go where as you initially suggested, and I will just wander around trying to find the appropriate place. I'll look for a map on the...
yeah, sure.
Because presumably there'll be a map pointing you to
there
where
is for the different terminals, but
shops.
There actually isn't. It's not like a mall. But there is sort of, it's not... The concourse itself really only leads to one thing. It's at the far end. Far to the left, the opposite end of the one terminal that you finally reach, and you can see there are a bunch of up on a platform. There's a bunch of stuffed wolves, and waiting near there, you can see there are 4 other people, and the other 4 you see waiting there. Guys, why don't you tell us what he sees? Let me just first put these on the map layer. Boom. What does he see as you guys are there? This is a fairly quiet part of the airport, too. There are, for hiring cars or rental cars or whatnot are along there, but everything else that you would want to go to, like getting a taxi or getting a bus or getting some kind of like pick up your rental cars, would be further back. This is the kind of the quietest part of the airport. I'm going to start with we'll go left to right here. George, where do we see Alistair sitting?
So I'm near this display. Is it display inside like a glass case, or what?
No,
does
it's actually
like?
set up like you would see at a museum.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm standing nearby, not too close. Like I'm trying to, and my eyes are constantly darting everywhere. And I got my hands in my pockets, and like I look a little bit built, but I seem sheepish at the same time for some reason.
Okay.
And I'm not talking to anybody, but I'm just like looking around.
Like a broken dog, almost. You think?
Yeah, exactly. That's a great analogy. Yeah.
All right. And where would we see Mutt?
Mutt is trying to stay as far away from this dead display of other wolves as he can, because he thinks that's really creepy. I'm going to suggest he's next to, well, Alistair's looking like he's out of sorts. Mutt is trying to strike up a conversation with him about an app that possibly tracks scents. And like, don't you think could we have something on the phone that tells you where you smelled something before?
I look down at my flip phone.
Yeah.
I beat up flip phone that I have.
Yeah. And he's wearing like a really beaten up like red like jumper with like a yellow beanie that looks like it's had some wear. He doesn't look to be in. He's very threadbare.
He very very much gives the appearance of a kid who's been sleeping rough for some time. What about Bharat?
I think Bharat sits on the floor right next to the animals and just tries to kind of meditate or something like that.
Okay.
So just tries to get a feeling for the situation, whatever that means.
Okay. And what about Zonta?
I think Zonta is impatient. She's like not pacing, but just she'll walk from like a pillar and then over to like a chair and then sit down, and she's like not sitting for more than like 30 seconds, and then she gets up and goes to another spot, and she just kind of keeps zigzagging around the group.
Yeah. And
she's walking around in a jean jacket and a red bone t-shirt, and she's just kind of like, what the hell? Why are we still waiting?
Okay. So, Hunter, this is what you walk up to. These are the only people that seem to be near them. They're all around your age as well. And the rest of you guys, what do they see as Hunter walks up, Mo?
You see someone a bit like the picture, but he's probably wearing high-end outdoors gears and foreign, so not US brand. So he's probably wearing a battered-looking Barber jacket, and actually given the sort of instructions, and he's towing a quite a large suitcase behind him, one of those ones on wheels.
Yeah. Mutt looks down at his garbage bag.
Yeah.
And I sort of look at the four of them, and I think we were meant to meet.
Yeah.
But who are you?
So each of you guys, just to give context here, George, sorry for interrupting. Each of you guys has arrived here on a flight at a different point. So you, from wherever it is that you call home, you have arrived here in Calgary as well. Some of you have been waiting for maybe half an hour. Some of you have been waiting for 2 or 3. So sorry, George, you were saying.
I know we're supposed to, be here out of character. Did we get a summons in some specific way, like an email or?
It would be someone from your kinfolk that would have been like, you're going, perhaps your dad.
Okay.
I'm not sure how. I know that Alistair comes from a challenging home situation.
Yeah.
How do you think that news would have been delivered to him?
With a punch.
Okay.
Like, you're going, and like before I could even say no, that was the end of the story. So Here I am. I have no idea what I'm doing here or why, but I had to come.
Okay.
So, the one good thing is that it's an escape, at least from that house for a while.
Most definitely, yeah. What about the rest of you guys?
Yeah, I kind of back off after I say that.
Okay. Bharat and Zonta, both of you would have come from kinfolk that would have had some good insight into what was happening here. You would have an idea. But Rod, why don't we get some dice rolling for you? Would you give us a... I think it's intelligence and rituals. Check, please.
Yeah. Intelligence and rituals. Okay. So...
and difficulty will be 6.
Okay.
So if you use the drop down, you should be able to set
Yeah,
that up. Okay, great.
Oh, yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, so I think time will tell what we have to do. We just have to stay patient.
Okay. Mutt or Zonta, do you have anything to add, or are you just observing?
That works. No, it works for me. You want a sandwich? And I pull out something I probably dug out of the garbage.
It's from probably somewhere in the what do you call it, in the airport
fresh.
as well.
Yeah, from the airport. I get it.
Yeah. So it's around there that. Who has the highest? Let's see here. Why don't you let's do this. Each of you give us a sense check, please. Difficulty 6. Nice, 4 successes for Barad. 3 for Zonta, 3 for Alasdair, 4 for Mutt as well, and 2 for Hunter. Okay, so Barat and Mutt. Barat maybe just because you're more serene and kind of taking in your surroundings. Mutt more because you're kind of hyper vigilant. You can see that there is a man walking down the walking down the concourse towards you guys with a great big gulp in his head, and he's sucking away on it. He's got on like a open. It looks like it's an older, like well-used kind of check jacket, the kind of thing that like farmhands or people who work outdoors might use. He has some gloves stuck into his pockets. He's wearing not like filthy, but work jeans and some hiking boots or work boots on. Who's walking towards you? Who looks like this? So he walks up and says, takes the straw out of his mouth. All right, so let's see. Reaches in his pocket, pulls out a piece of paper. It's crumpled up, and it looks like it's a receipt that's been written on. So you got to be Zonta.
Brilliant.
You, he looks up and down at Hunter. You got to be Hunter Jr. You must be Barrett. Barrett?
Barat, yes.
That would make... He's looking back and forth between the two of you. You must be Mutt. He's pointing at you, Mutt.
I guess that's what they call me. Yeah, sure.
That's what they call you? Mutt?
Yeah, well, we don't just get to pick our names.
And you're Alasdair?
What? I didn't do anything. Yeah.
All right. I'm Ben. I'm the person you're supposed to meet. Now, before we do anything else, he holds out his hand. Cell phones.
I've got nothing to give.
I give him my flip phone.
Okay.
Why?
He looks at it. I have the same model. How to you, Mutt, holds his hand out.
I pull up my empty pockets. Yeah.
All right.
Give him the sandwich.
Yeah, he holds up. He says, you. No. Barat?
Yeah, I give him some kind of older cell phone.
Okay. Junior?
I'd probably give him like last year's iPhone.
Okay. So you take that. And then Zonta.
If you're thinking about it, it would probably be a BlackBerry given his background. Just still
Holding it up and going.
I don't
"Hi."
know if BlackBerry makes phones anymore. Do they?
Yeah, are we setting it in the real world, like real time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, last year's iPhone.
Okay.
And he turns over and says, the new one's a bit rubbish. I'm going to wait till they have the next OS update.
All right, so you got, and then, I'm sorry, Zonta?
Why?
Says, now's not for why. And he just cricks his finger. Okay, so you take that too. Stacks them up. He's like, all right. Pops open his big gulp. And in they go. Puts the lid on the big gulp. Walks over to the garbage. Drops it in there. Says, all right. I'm parked this way. And
hey, you know, my old man's gonna make me pay for that phone. Am I gonna? I can't go home without a phone, man.
He doesn't seem to be responding. He's walking away.
I'm like, oh, this sucks.
Okay. What the rest of you guys?
Hunter can buy you another one.
Oh, maybe you can find me one.
Yeah,
You're good at finding stuff, I could tell.
you can do that.
So, sounds like Alistair and Mutt are following. What are the rest of you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll follow along.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you all sort of follow along, almost like a pack, following behind him. You go through some big double doors to outside. There is the sort of drop-off roadway that leads or that separates the parking garage and the kind of where like buses and stuff would park. He looks, he's one of those guys who walks out in front of someone. So the car kind of stops and they honk a bit. He doesn't even look, just keeps on going. Gives you the opportunity to...
Hunter appreciates the New York vibe.
Okay. So, Hunter, you guys go out. It's still daylight out, so it's not, and there's overcast skies, but it's otherwise a relatively pleasant late summer day. You follow him down into the concrete maze that is the parking structure, indistinguishable from any other airport anywhere else in the world, really. And he leads you over to a big, beaten-up old van that is waiting to transport. It's a passenger van, so it's got windows on the side, but it's the one that it probably was some kind of like electric blue color at some point. And he throws the door open in the back. And he just gestures and says, luggage.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I look at the others, their lack of luggage.
Put my trash bag on there.
Okay.
No, I
some-
think I have a bag, yeah.
Yeah, Zonta throws her backpack in there and circles around for the passenger door.
Okay.
I feel like I got some kind of duffel bag type thing.
Yeah. Okay. Who is the first to take shotgun? Okay. So Zonta's already got herself in the front seat.
I try to get in the back with the luggage.
Ben says, and he gestures to one of the bench seats, and he's like, you'll have a better view from up there.
This is the old school adventure bus, sir. Yep.
Okay. So you all, pile into the van, door shut behind you, and he shuts the others behind you. It takes 2 tries to get this thing going. Rumbles to life. He pulls back, and you guys are on your way. He has nothing to say, although he insists on playing country music. If there is, you guys will have, your trip is going to take you about 5 hours. So if you have anything that you want to bring up or say as you're traveling, you can feel free to do that.
I would have played my own music, except you threw my phone out, so these earbuds are useless now. Thanks.
He kind of, without looking away from the road, says, it allows you to suck up some of the local culture. I'm doing you a favor.
Hunter says, well, have you got any Dixie Chicks or the... Sorry, what's the Canadian band?
What he's playing is
Cord
Lund. I think that's his name, Cord Lund.
Oh yeah, excellent.
Yeah. So, what you guys find is you see the the van first travels through the outskirts of Calgary, which is all freeways and what appear to be, like interstate highways, then traveling through foothills. And as the day goes on, you guys find yourself into the mountains. From the city, we go onto the freeways, to then onto the kind of national, the Canada, was it Highway 1, which is a separated highway. You turn off of that at some point onto a single lane each way along the highway. He's flying along at about 110 kilometers, although you can clearly see the posted limit is 90. He doesn't seem to care all that much. He's drumming away happily at the more upbeat songs that come up. Do you think any of your characters have been in something like this before, like the Canadian Rockies?
I don't think I have. I think I've been in urban settings only, like in lots of bad parts of town.
Okay.
So this is amazing.
One of the
my
things,
eyes are wide open.
Yeah, just from one of the, I am biased here because I absolutely love the mountains, but the thing that is always the most impressive part of being there the first time is the scale, is just how big that they are. You don't really appreciate it until you're at the foot, and that's the highway you're going through cuts through these as well too. So towering over you on either side are these massive things, and I think so. Zonta, you're actually coming from a fairly flat region. Hunter, you're in an urban area as well too. The feeling of both immense scale and wide openness that you get here, because in addition to having the looming presence of the mountains, you have massive wide open skies above you. Bharat, I picture you being from Southern California kind of area. So you do have, a couple of mountain ranges there. Unless you've spent time in the north, this is probably a unique situation for you as well.
Yeah, might be, yeah.
Okay. And Mutt, you have known only the streets of LA.
Yeah.
George can tell you how the frequency of big buildings.
Yeah.
Well, they've got hills there. That impressed me when I went to LA.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Because I'm from Flat, Iowa, so. Yeah.
So, tell me what's going through your characters' minds at this point. This is a long drive too. He stops for gas at one point at what looks to be like a vacation stop off, but it likewise is on the side of the road somewhere.
I mean, I think this entire. Go ahead, Mo.
I was going to suggest we get some food. It's been 2 or 3 hours. So I go.
Good. You're paying? Great.
So if
I jump out.
If someone jumps out of the vehicle, Ben turns around and says, "Wait, what? What are you doing?"
Oh, he's
saying and food.
Yeah, check under the seat. There's plenty.
Oh, sorry. I think, and in general, I'm just sort of assessing everybody, just trying to take in, who's a threat potentially, who's somebody I could, get something out of, who could be an ally, and, quiet, but talking here and there, just trying to get a sense of everybody.
So does someone, what would the family I belong to? Kind of assuming they're one of the more niche houses. Not Goldman Sachs or one of those trashy things.
No. You're from old money, New York.
Oh, yeah. So, real old money.
Your family comes from, the halls are, your job is making your money multiply.
Yeah. So this is the old school river families.
Yeah.
They regard,
So if you reach underneath your seat, what you find is a box of old Dutch potato chips. We're really leaning into the Canadian content today.
Yeah, you should have a handout, I think.
Yeah.
Ketchup flavored, right?
Ketchup flavored old Dutch potato chips, as well as pickle flavored chips. You kind of look at each other like, what is... God.
And some Canadian Club ginger ale.
Yes. There's also probably, like some like bag sandwiches that you get from like a gas station in there as well too. Bottles of water that you can kind of break out to each other, but other than that, there's not really anything. There are also some handouts, some yellowed, folded handouts that look to be to some kind of camp, like a summer camp. Who do you think is the first one to reach underneath the seat?
Might be me, because I hear food. I'm probably going to go for it.
Okay. So Barat and Mutt, you're the two who do that. In one of the bags that you're in there is where you find... Oh, did you say... Sorry, Ingolf, did you say that Barat would be?
No, he wouldn't. He would just stare at the wild around it and around him and say, well, I think nature is okay here.
Yeah, it's really the... actually, yeah, Barat, why don't you give us a... Gnosis roll, please, against a target number of 5.
Mutt?
I'm not sure whether I can.
Yeah, if you scroll down.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Sandwich for chips?
Yeah.
She hands you to hold her sandwich out.
Yeah. So, what you can feel. I mentioned this in the sort of the pitch for the session as well, but one of the things that makes the werewolves in this game different from others is that you are creatures of spirit as much as you are flesh and muscle and claw. Any of the Garou have a connection through that spiritual way to the other world, to the Umbra, the spirit realm. And what they can do is to travel from the living world, like the material world, into the Umbra is what they call stepping sideways. And they call it that because you're stepping through what's called the gauntlet, the barrier between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. Here, what you can feel, Barat, is that the gauntlet is incredibly thin. It is very, very easy to peek. It's when you just try and turn your senses to look into the spirit realm, or to step sideways. You can almost feel the spirits of the wild in this place.
Yeah. Can you feel the Umbra as well?
Definitely. Oh yeah, to the others. If you guys want to sort of turn your senses towards that, feel free to make a Gnosis check against a difficulty of 5. Did I say 5 or 6? I think I said 6.
6, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no. All right. Well, you got a success. Oh, it takes away from the successes. Oh no. So I don't think you got a botch, because technically you rolled a success. Each one you roll takes away a success in the game.
Okay.
-1. So I think that is a
yeah, because it cancels out that success, and then I'm left with
and then
one.
you're left with one. Yeah, just the one.
Yeah.
So I think what you very briefly can feel is almost a suffocating feeling of like as if something is so for the rest of you guys, let's see here. Hunter, you absolutely can tell exactly what Barat's talking about. This place is, you have found like the Glasswalkers actually have a fairly unique relationship with the Umbra among all the different tribes, because they've embraced the spirits of technology. They don't see it as anathema. The spirits of the Weaver are as responsive for the Glasswalkers as what the spirits of nature are. So, but here, holy shit, it is much easier to access the spirit realm. Mutt, you just can't feel it. Maybe it's because you're out of your element. Zonta, you likewise can feel exactly what Barat's talking about. This is, I think, when you're out on your own in the, on the prairies and well away from civilization and whatnot, you can definitely feel that. But with Alistair, you sort of once again try and extend out your senses as well, and the overwhelming stink of gasoline is just choking your nose. And what I'd like you to do is, would you give us a willpower check, please? Difficulty here will be just a 6.
6, okay.
Amazing. So what this tells us, you're not going to have any, apart from the initial kind of, jerking back, you can let the rest of the pack know kind of how you're reacting. What happened? It feels like if those fumes became manifest and tried to choke you.
So I was just eating some chips when Barat suggested we try that. And so I kind of opened myself up, and then I had a panic attack. Like I suddenly was like, I dropped the chips. They go all over the place.
Yeah.
And I look around, assuming everybody else had the same reaction, but everybody else seems fine. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm okay. And it's more talking to myself, trying to convince myself that everything is fine.
I'll pass him one of the bottles of water.
I think who had
I'll take it.
Hunter, I think with with a roll that good, you felt something pass by you. Would you give us let's see here, I think it's, and this will be using your miscellaneous dice pool. You're going to use intelligence and enigmas, please. Or actually, you know what? Give us make it perception and primal urge. Everyone can do a perception and primal urge check.
And difficulty is 6, Kev?
Difficulty would be 6 on this. Yes, please. Okay. Nice, Mutt. So, Mutt, I think, 3 successes. I think Mutt might be... So you would be the most familiar with this. Mutt, you got your mirror shades that are something that has a spirit in it as well, too. You're a theurge as well, so you are used to trucking. What just kind of, you think, moved out? You're right next to gas pumps right now. Ben is filling up the thing. What you just felt kind of lash past you. Hunter, you would be able to sort of pick this up as well. Barat and Alistair, you would have a sense of a spirit having reached out, but not necessarily a sense of what it is. But Mutt, you can tell. This is like a spirit of petroleum. Something that would be anathema out here that has sort of tried to latch on to Alistair.
What was the check, Kev? Sorry?
It was perception and primal urge.
Oh, so like the sense?
Yes.
Yeah. I put my hand on Alistair's shoulder and I look at him very meaningfully and sagaciously and say, "Don't smell gasoline. It's bad air."
Okay. He seems to still be like pushing chips off of his what do you call it? His lap. You also found those camp handouts as well too, and it looks like there are 5 of them in here. What it looks like is this.
Them.
So he hands this out to each of you guys, and this is like a welcome campers little pamphlet that is handed out to each of you guys. If you fold it out, it turns into this camp map. None of you guys have seen this map before. And this handout looks like it was probably printed in the 1980s. Ben gets himself back into the vehicle, starts it up again, and turns the country music back on. Do any of you guys want to say anything or talk to each other or talk to Ben as you guys get back on the highway? Nobody?
Okay, Hunter's going to say, well, what were you guys told about our little trip? I'm trying to get them to open up.
What was I told? Because do I have kinfolk?
Your kinfolk are kind of neglectful. So it's actually another like homeless person who seemed to know something about you, who knew each one of you guys has gone through at least your first change. You have transformed into a wolf or one of the other, mid forms from it. You've had that experience, and this trip is coming not long after that.
I guess we have to do some kind of a test to prove our worth. At
That
least
was the impression I got.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Okay.
Just to prove our
Unsurprisingly,
worth as humans.
unsurprisingly, Alistair, your father was not forthcoming with the reason. It was told you're doing this and you're going.
Yeah.
Zonta and Barat, though, you definitely had... you were given a much better idea of the rite of passage, the idea that you need to go through a formal part of your... now that they know that you're actually a guru and not just kinfolk, you need to go through this process to learn who you are, what your place is in the guru society, and then take your place there as well. Hunter, you gained sort of that as well, but the underlying impression or the emphasis that was given is that you need to excel at this.
Yeah, it's sort of a promotion to the first tier rather than just being yet another trust fund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and this also, they're seeing it as a boon. Not everyone, like, having a guru born to your family as part of a kinfolk, depending on your tribe, is sort of a level of prestige that comes with it as well. So this means that in this secret society that your parents seem to be part of, that represents the Glasswalkers tribe, this is a big move for you and your family. So don't fuck it up, kid. So, as you guys, if you guys have nothing else to say, what you find is by about 4 or 5 o'clock, for playing a bunch of 20-somethings as well, too, it must be killing you guys that the only one who seems to have a watch is Hunter. So no one else can check their phone to find out what time it is.
Mud can check the sun. He's cool.
Do you have survival?
I think so. Like a little bit. I
think you do, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's getting, around dinner time, the food you find in there. And when Ben finally actually slows the thing down on the highway and takes a turnoff. That turnoff is to a side road, which then leads to another one, which then leads to another one, until you guys find yourself coming in this road. Now, one way that where you're coming in differs is that there are all coniferous trees in here. So it's not deciduous, it's a deeper green, but the state of the camp is what you see here. What you also find is that this map is actually fairly accurate. And as you guys are driving along, you seem to go down what is the main route there, down from Route 119. What does that one say? Dungeon Road? What the fuck? Like, really, can't take the guy out of D&D, but you can't take the D&D out of the guy. Let me set up a one with this map is quite detailed, so let me just set up a proper thing here for you guys, and I'll show you where you are coming. Oh, Anna says hi to everyone as well. Hey, sweetie.
Well, it's not like you can't Crystal Lake, then we're okay.
You can't which?
Crystal Lake?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, right.
All right, that is Dickerson, it looks like. Dickinson Lane. So, unlike the photo here, or the map, let me move you over here. Boom. So you guys head down. Oh, not turn order, wrong button.
I was like, uh-oh, what happened?
No. Down Dickinson Lane, and this camp is, you know, it looks like it probably was last in use when these pamphlets were printed 40 years ago, give or take. You drive down Dickinson Lane, you reach down to Deliverer, and it starts heading you down towards where the dining hall was. Stops in front of, now the garden is all overgrown, the buildings are in a dilapidated state, and this doesn't appear to be any other living persons that are here. You reach sort of where this parking area is here, outside what is the dining hall, and the dining hall has broken windows in it too. There's cobwebs. The ceiling, the roof seems to have collapsed in at some point. He pulls up and turns the van off. You finally have some blessed silence and a merciful break from the incessant country music. The door opens and he steps out. All right. Everybody out. Oh, there's a dog there too. And he gestures towards the camp. All right. Now, I know you didn't ask him, but I'm sure you've got questions. And he stops in mid-sentence, and there's a spray of red that covers the inside of the cab. Zonta, I would like you to kindly give us a rage check, please.
I'm sitting right beside it. I probably got it all
Difficulty,
over.
yeah, it's all over you. Difficulty 6, please. Nice. So what we were looking for there is to whether you would lose yourself to frenzy. First, let me put all you guys down on here. Oh, let me put this on.
And that would have happened if I would have had.
If you had
Four or
rolled
more?
4 successes, you would have frenzied, unless you spent a willpower point. First off, everybody give yourself 1 more rage point.
How do we do that?
Just click on the red and add +1 on your token. Anytime you're adding or subtracting stuff, make sure you're using your token, because that is your that's the amount that will what do you call it? It'll track to your character sheet for the temporary ones. There you go. Awesome. So Mutt's got 4. Alistair's got 4. Right. Oh, you know what? Let me move, guys. Let me do this here. Sorry.
Yeah, better.
There you go. Okay. So your hearts are all beating incredibly fast, which almost gives you enough time to do something. But first, you start hearing there is an explosion of noise as guns are fired into the van, and glass is shattering, bullets are ricocheting, and each of you takes you're going to be taking 5 points of damage. You can each, this is lethal, so every one of you takes, go to your health tab at the very bottom and tick off 5 of those boxes so they are full.
Can we soak it?
You cannot soak lethal damage in this form. The only one who can is actually Mutt. Mutt, you can.
Okay, so... Okay, I will try that.
Click on soak. 2 successes. You only take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
So bringing you down to injured.
2,
And so 1, 2, 3,
okay,
4,
gotcha.
5. So everyone else would be at mauled right now. So guys, now
Oh, I see what you mean.
what I'd like you to do is click on your token and then click on initiative, please. And I'll roll initiative for what is outside. Okay.
So we are, sorry, I didn't quite catch that. We are down to bruised, hurt, or what?
Mauled. 5
Mauled.
points.
Yeah, sorry, it took me a while to find that.
That's okay.
And we click through 3 times on each one till it's a red X.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, it's showing a black X for me, but
3 times or just once on each of them?
3 on each. To be honest, I can't remember the difference. Whatever.
Yeah, you said it should be injured, so
yeah. So the
injured.
number of boxes down, you should have 3 filled in. Everyone else should have 5 filled in at this point.
Okay.
Okay, so the black circle, like it's filled in.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. All right, so guys, let's go here. I'm missing. Who am I missing? Hunter.
Sure.
Click on your token and click on initiative, please.
Sorry.
I see Darwin. Hi, Darwin.
Yeah, that means making a pit stop.
Nice. Okay, now let me copy one of these guys.
I had this earlier. Where the hell's it gone?
It's down near the combat section is. Make sure you're clicking on all.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay, that's okay. All right. All right, so you have all been shot. Ben is dead. End of session. How'd you guys like it? Feel good? Yeah?
That was amazing.
Unexpected, right?
Very much.
Okay, so let's see here. I rolled a 12 for them. We'll go into sending. There we go. All right, so then, Hunter, your ears are ringing with the sound of gunfire. You are in an incredible amount of pain. Here's the way that the system works, guys. And actually, let me maybe do this. Let me grab everybody here. Oh, you know what? It'll actually screw up. Let me do this. I'm gonna get rid of the map because it's pretty busy here, and I'll just put that. What do you call it? Oh, here we go. Because this is what you can see. The view, incidentally, into the what do you call it? Where it says the cove on that map. Actually looks like that. Unfortunately, the view is somewhat spoiled by the paramilitary guys who are firing into your bus.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see much of the view. I just see these 10 dudes with machine guns.
So what you see, what you can picture is that what you need to do when you roll initiative is you actually, it's just like AD&D where you kind of decide what you're going to do with your turn before you roll initiative. So at the start of the turn, decide what you're going to do with it. Then if you want to do more than one, you can do one action that involves a dice roll and you can move. If you want to do more than one thing, you split your dice pool, and if it's different things from different pools, you take the smaller of the two and then split that one between the 2 different actions you want to take. So if you want to, whatever you want to do. So, some things we haven't talked about yet is changing shape. Changing shape is something that requires a shape change roll. It's your stamina plus primal urge, and depending on what you want to change into, that will affect the difficulty of that. If you are not in, if you're in anything other than your natural form, you will heal lethal and bruising damage by 1 point at the start of each turn. So that includes gunfire. Unless these are silver bullets, and you guys would know because they cut into you spiritually as well. If these were silver bullets, they do not appear to be. So, Hunter, what are you doing?
He's going to get down. He's going to then try and like reach forward between the seats, or is it a bench seat? The front. So
let's sit. Where is everybody in relation to this? We know Zonta. Let me move these guys down, and we'll set you guys up in sort of where the seats are. Zonta is in the front seat. Who's in the? There's 2 benches worth of seats as well. Who's in the next bench back?
Are they benches sideways or forwards?
Sideways. Or like regular bench seats.
Yeah, Mutt's got to be close.
It's not a bus that you're on.
All right, so I'm halfway down on the left-hand side.
Okay, let's just do this. Hands up. Who is in the seat right behind the front seat, and then who's in the seat behind front?
Right, sorry.
Okay, so
what I meant was, are the seats arranged 2, 2, 2, or are they literally benches?
It's a bench
on the left
seat. Do you know what a bench seat is as opposed to a bucket seat?
No. Yeah, I meant the orientation. Are they running horizontally or vertically?
Again, it's not a bus, it's a van. They're all facing forward.
Okay, middle row.
Middle. Okay,
side.
so Hunter's behind. Barat and Alistair, where are you guys?
Yeah, I would take the whatever is left. So maybe I'm in the back. I don't know.
Okay, Alistair, where would you be?
All the way in the back.
In the back. Okay, so then you're there. You're there. All right, so there's where everyone's oriented in the seats. So Hunter, what you can see is that Mutt is ahead of you, as is Barat, and then Zonta is 2 up. The doors are closed, but the windows have been shot out. What are you doing this round?
Okay, I'm going to try and get out the back, grabbing my luggage to act as a shield.
Okay, so again, you've been shot, so you're going up. Your blood is covering the seat right now.
I'll change to the next up form then.
So it is. There are the next up. If you mean like the half-man form, the Glabro form, that's actually a little bit more difficult than your Krynos form. Either form will allow you to. You don't have to go progressively. You can also, if you don't want to roll, because you're suffering from wound penalties right now, you can spend 1 point of rage and automatically transform.
Okay, I'll do that. 1 rage to transform.
Okay, so then your action this turn is to transform into your Krynos form.
Yeah, I'm doing that flat on the floor, by the way.
Okay, so you're trying to get yourself down, and then the Krynos form is, again, 9 feet tall and several hundred pounds, so you are easily able to push that back door open as you transform. And the Glasswalker...
Did we get a shot of where they are?
You have not spent a turn to look yet, so your turn is done.
Okay.
Next up is the...
1 point of rage.
Mercenaries.
That's red,
yes,
isn't it?
The red one, yes, please. All right, then it is the mercenaries' turn. You can hear someone has called for ceasefire from outside, and you hear someone else say reload, and you can hear the check, 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 check of them changing magazines. Zonta, you're up next. What are you doing?
She's not staying here, so she gonna. Well, I guess so. Is changing shape the whole turn?
Yes,
then?
that'll be your action then.
Okay, well, she's going to crack the door open because she wants to change into Hispo, and it looks like it doesn't have real hands for.
It's got crude hands. It's a direwolf form, so there's crude hands. And
yeah.
These to get the door open is just a lever anyway.
Okay, so yeah, she's going to change to Hispo.
Okay, now do you want to spend a point of rage to do it automatically, or you want to roll shape change?
Let's do some rolling.
Nice. So go ahead and roll your shape change, please.
Okay. So that was the stamina primal urge that we did before. Does
Yep.
that change
And then your pain. Oh, and in spite of your pain, you still get 1 success. Fantastic. So you transform. Now you're in the Hispo form, but the Uctina. Where are you here? Stargazer. I tried to grab Krynos forms for each of the different things for you guys to see. There we go. All right. Next up is Mutt. Now, first thing, Mutt. Okay. Because you are in, hold on. Because you're in Hamid, you will regenerate 1 point of damage.
What I would like to do is I can spend a Gnosis point to activate my fetish.
Yes.
I believe. Okay. And then since that doesn't use any of my dice pool, can I then step sideways?
Well, you actually do need to make a Gnosis roll to activate it too.
I thought it was Gnosis, or you make the Gnosis roll, or spend a Gnosis point to do it without. I thought it was.
You have to spend a point to activate it, and then you also make a roll. I'm fairly certain it's both.
Okay.
But let me just double check here. I could be wrong.
Yeah. I was just looking at your handout.
It's been 25 years since I've run the game. You know what? Let's just say you spend a point of Gnosis and activate it. That's fine. Okay.
I'll do that. So -1. All right. And then I would like to. Shoot.
But that's your action, though. You got an automatic success on it, but that's your action for the turn.
Okay, so that's all I can do. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, which was it? Your mirror shades you're activating?
The mirror shades. So yeah, now people can step sideways at a negative some penalty. What is it? Negative, considered 2 lower than normal, the gauntlet is.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Yep. And it's quite low out here, too.
Yeah.
But Rat, what are you doing?
So I would like to spend 2 points of rage, 1 to transform and 1 for an extra action.
Nice. Okay.
So I would transform, and if I understand correctly, we are near the water.
The water is. Let's take a look at the map here. You're not far from it. I think it's. Camp map. Yeah, not far from it.
So if I can make it, I would just jump into the water.
So to get to the water, you'd have to actually go through some woods, it looks like.
And... Oh, no. Then I would just go into the woods, I don't know, somewhere where I can then go around and attack from behind or something like that.
What are you going to Krynos, or are you going to...
Krynos, yeah.
Okay. So you burst out, and so you transform and get yourself out of the vehicle. I think you're sort of in the parking lot area, making your way towards the woods when your turn comes to an end. Alistair, what are you doing?
I'm essentially doing the same thing. I'm going to spend 2 points of rage to go into Kronos form and to rush out of the van. But I'm going to go in a different, like the opposite direction of Barat, so that we're not like two targets.
Yep. Awesome. Okay, so you smash out. Then that brings us to the end of the round. Top of the round, Hunter, what are you doing?
He's going to jump out of the back and pick up the my luggage as I go.
So what you can see if you come out the back is
and
there.
Actually, also.
Hold on.
See...
Wait. I need to tell you what's happening here. So you get out of there, and what you can see is this slightly sort of spread out group of 10 these. They look very similar to what you see in the little token there. They are about 20 feet away from the thing, and they've just fired on the van. So you've come out where they are. Does that affect what you were planning on doing at all?
He's going at the back, so is the one he could like throw the luggage at?
Yeah,
absolutely. Spend an extra rage point to do that if I need to.
No, you can. If you said you wanted to grab the luggage last time, yeah, you can grab it and throw. Go ahead. So then you're going to be rolling. Make sure you got yourself in the Krynos form to adjust your things. Then you're going to make a.
No, I'm in Glabro, but yeah, I've got it set.
Okay, so then you can make a brawl and let's say brawl and dexterity check, please. Difficulty will be an 8 on this.
All right. It's dexterity and
brawl, please. Dexterity and brawl. Difficulty
no,
8.
Animal can.
Sorry?
No, I'm having difficulty selecting it. Hang on, what the hell? So...
And then your difficulty will be 8. Nice,
right,
okay.
The nearest guy's head.
Okay, so you hurl that at the nearest guy, and it hits. What is your strength right now? Actually, let's just do this. Why don't you give us a strength? Set your miscellaneous dice tab to be strength, no ability, and give it 3 as a miscellaneous modifier. And then roll that. This will be your damage roll.
Difficulty 3.
No. Difficulty 6. Miscellaneous modifier 3.
I think they come up in a different order, though.
Mo, did you take away your fate pool? You did. So what you were supposed to do, Mo, was to add a miscellaneous... Let me do this here for you. Because you've actually taken away one of the...
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. All right. So let's see how you did for your roll. All right, so 2. So you did 2 points of damage to these guys, and that is something he can soak. So let me quickly roll that. All right, so you hurl this thing at him, and he kind of, is hit by your designer bag. Does not seem to have much of an effect on them. You also can reduce your damage level by 1, Mo.
Right, yeah.
So clear out one of your injuries. Then it is their turn. One of them yells out, "Take him down!" And we've got 2 that we can fire at. So let's do this. Barat and actually, there's 3 of you guys out. I'll do 3 against each of you.
So that's the black X is 1 down from the fullback.
No. All right.
Or did you mean I go to wounded?
Yeah, I don't know what the levels are. You should have only at this point 4 of your boxes filled in. I don't really care what color the filled in part is.
Oh, right, I see what you mean.
Okay. Then it is, so we got 3 who are going to shoot at Barat. Let's see here.
Do we get those health points back on our turn or at the beginning of the...
Beginning of your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, beginning of your turn, you'll get it back. Okay. So, Barat, I have 3 of them are shooting at you. Did you want to dodge at all? It'll take up your next action, but you can try and reduce the successes, or are you trying to take the hit?
Yeah, I think I will try to dodge.
Okay, so go ahead and click on your dodge skill.
Yeah. Wait a minute, I just have to find it.
Sure. It should be at the top. Yeah, it should be at the top of those dice pools.
Yeah. So difficulty is 6, as it is written there. Or?
Yep, that's right. Let's give us 3 of them, please.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
Okay. So 1, 2 more rolls, please.
Oh, I see.
I'll let you dodge against each of these things. Okay. Oh! So you get out of the way completely of one of the shots. One of them you are tagged by, and one of them is you reduced to 2, so that's not bad. All right, so then 5, 6. All right, so would you kindly roll your lethal soak twice? 3.
I guess this is this one. Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Nice. All right, so Barat, you're actually tagged by some of the gunfire that's going in, but it's not. They're hitting you and then either coming out the other side and the wounds are healing, or you're just not affected by it. Alistair, likewise, this thing's gonna be shooting at you. Do you want to dodge?
Definitely.
Okay. So.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy. All right, so taking. Shit. Maybe you froze,
Yeah.
right? Like just that.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So
Like, oh, shit.
let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so one of them manages to hit you. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, another one hits you as well. And then 2. Yeah. Okay. So all of them hit you. Would you give us 3 lethal soak rolls, please?
All right. Oh, man. 1 success.
Okay.
Okay. 0, 1, and 1.
All right. So then, what that means is you are taking 2 points of damage from one of them. You are taking 1 point of damage from each of the others. So.
And that would put me, even after the first 2, I'm incapacitated.
All right, so Barat, you can see from the other side of the open van, Alistair is just riddled with bullets and goes down. Then it is, so one of the things you can do with rage, by the by, is immediately spend it and try and make a rage check, and you heal back 1 for each success that you get. However, you also enter frenzy.
Right. Ooh. I think that I would do that.
Okay, give us a rage roll.
So I have everything checked off with the damage. So first, before I make this rage roll.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the difficulty on this one is, I believe, a 6.
All right. Getting back up to rage here.
Oh, wait. Actually, you know what? It might be higher. I think it's a 9.
Do we have to click on our form in our character sheet, Kev? Because it looks like there's bonuses and stuff.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you have to make sure that you're the correct whatever form you're in. It'll make the adjustments to your attributes.
Okay. So is it 9, Kev?
I'm just double checking here.
Oh, okay.
One of the nice, the 20th anniversary editions are very comprehensive in the stuff they've got, but it also means it's a giant book to navigate to find shit.
Yep.
They're pretty well laid out, though, so would that I was more familiar with where everything was. Okay. I did some... So you actually have to make a stamina check each turn. You get difficulty 8 to regenerate when you're in combat. It's not automatic.
Oh, okay.
So...
Good to know.
All right. You know what? Let's say it's a 6 for now.
Okay.
I'll look on the break, but I'm not really super concerned.
It's probably a 6.
Yeah.
And am I spending 1 rage point for each of those attacks? Is that how it works?
No, just 1, because you've been reduced down right now.
Okay. Oh. Nope.
Now you could spend a point of willpower to get 1 success.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely will do that.
Okay. So then you are, manage to get yourself up. Get yourself from incapacitated 1 up from that. That's where you are right now.
Okay.
And then the final one will be Hunter. Hunter, I need you to make a, do you want to dodge and give up your next action, or do you want to just take this hit? Mo, that's you.
He looks frozen.
Is Mo
Oh,
frozen?
there he is. Nope.
I think you're breaking up there. I didn't quite catch what the rest of...
Oh, Mo, can you hear us? Nope, we lost him.
So that
That's one way to avoid a hit. Sorry, Kevin, I can't...
You guys sound a little blurry now.
Let's make sure we didn't lose Mo in Zoom here. We lost Mo in Zoom altogether.
Oh, he was coming in and out.
Oh, good.
Is Mo okay?
He's drowning. He's drowning. That's the sound of drowning.
It's a cry for help, yeah.
In blood. Let's see if we get him back in. Well, anyway, Hunter's... he doesn't have a turn. We'll figure out what he's going to do when Mo gets back. Zonta, you are up next. So I think if you went out that side, I picture, I guess, that Barat went out... Barat, did you go out your side? So Alistair is just to your right and got riddled with bullets and then has just kind of surged up.
back.
Oh, was
Mo's back. Mo, can you hear us again?
Yeah, I think I just had a bit of a wobble on the Wi-Fi.
That is
I
okay.
didn't quite catch what you wanted me to do, or
Well, do you want to dodge? They're about to shoot you.
Yeah, I'll dodge.
Okay. Go ahead and give us a dodge check then, please. It'll be the first dice pool in your list of dice pools. Do that 3 times, please.
What's the difficulty? 6?
Difficulty is 6, yeah. Okay, so 1 success. 3 times, please. Yeah, 2 successes, nice. And... all right, so you managed to avoid one of them altogether. One of them is only 1 success, and then you unfortunately botch the other one. So here's the upside. Your botch, Alistair, you get another point of rage from that, and so does Hunter. So Hunter, you'll gain 1 rage. Then you're also shot twice. So would you kindly give us 2 lethal soak rolls, please? Those will be at the bottom right of your character sheet. And then, Zonta, you'll be up next. Hunter's a 5. Nice! So again, like these things, they shoot into you, but it does not do any damage. Nice rolls. Zonta, what are you doing?
She was going out the door, and
then you see Alistair to your right, and let me sort of position where you guys are in relation to each other. Move the sucker up here. Yeah, so Alistair's out back where all these baddies are.
Okay.
Alistair, you went out that side. Barat, you kind of went out that side. Alistair got mowed down, but then surged back up in a frenzy. What do you do?
So is there a guy up by himself?
There is not.
Here?
That's my initiative. Let me put him down here. That's my initiative tracker.
Okay, just checking.
It's okay.
So yeah, then she's going to bolt out right past Alistair.
Yep.
And try to like loop or flank the group of gunners to try to get to like.
Yeah. Why don't you give us a stamina and athletics check, please?
So just put that into my
into your dice pool, yeah, and then go ahead.
Stamina and athletics.
And one of the upsides to going into the Chronos form is even if, like, as a normal character, you suck at some of these things, your stats get so good that you got a good chance. Difficulty will be 6 on that. Awesome. Okay, cool. So yeah, you go racing along sort of the around where Alistair is, and you're probably maybe 10 feet away from these guys. Okay. Then, Mutt, what are you doing?
I'm stepping sideways. Oh, first of all, I gotta do my auto heal check.
Oh yes, yeah. Give us a stamina check against difficulty 8.
Okay, it's difficulty 8. Sorry, that would be. Oh, sorry. Let me change that.
Nice.
Yeah,
yep. So you heal back 1 more.
Okay.
Dan, what would you like to do?
More.
You can step sideways?
And I will, yep, I'm going to step sideways, so I'll make a Gnosis check.
Yeah, against that. So if you get your shades on, this will be a difficulty of 3.
3, okay.
Is it reduced by 2 or 3?
It reduces it by 2.
By 2, okay, yeah, so 3. Yeah, difficulty 3.
Okay, so oh no. Hold on. Where's the pop-up button? I'm not seeing the pop. It's probably behind my thing. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yep.
Full mod. Difficulty 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
That do it?
Yes. So actually, in that, the number of successes you get on a stepping sideways check is how fast it happens. So because of that great roll, I believe it happens immediately. There we go. 3 successes instantly. So you disappear from the back seat, and you find yourself in a kind of like colorless version of the scene you were in before. You can see the large, wolf-like or lupine versions of your allies standing in the Umbra on the other side of this cage that you find yourself in. And every one of the soldiers has a small kind of like swirling greenish, almost like a maggot swirling around inside their transparent, grayed out form. Is that it for you?
I think that's let's say
you can spend rage to take another action.
Else?
What's that? Oh no, you spent.
Okay.
Did you spend any gnosis this round?
No, I didn't spend any Gnosis. I just made the Gnosis check.
You can spend rage to take another action if you like.
Okay, I will. I'll spend rage to. So let me just quick clarification with this. If I'm wearing the shades, I can use those to jump back into the across the gauntlet back.
Yep.
If I can. Okay, so I'm going to use my rage at this point to try to get as close to the enemies as I can.
Okay.
So, I assume they're not going to shoot at me because I'm not.
So just mark off one of your rage, and you can. Yeah, I mean they are not. You're close to where you're in the sort of the near Umbra version of it, the spirit world version. So you race out of the open doors that Hunter had left, and you're over to them now.
Okay.
Barat, what are you doing? So you got to spend one rage point, one temp rage point.
I'll do that. Where am I?
Yeah.
So first, let's do your auto heal.
Oh yeah.
So stamina against target number 8, and you can't spend willpower on this if you need to.
So I just is there a stamina button? No.
No, you just have to change your dice
Your
pool to be
my
just.
flexing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, the character sheet doesn't have any. Like, just click on the ability and roll it functionality. But
And 8. Okay.
8, please. Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Yep. So you can reduce your wounded level by 1.
Yeah. Okay. I will do this. Okay. I moved a little bit away, and I dodged the bullets.
Yep.
So.
Oh yeah, you'd have to spend rage to do another action now, I guess.
Yes, I know. So yeah, I would. I guess I have enough rage left, so I would spend another point of rage to just move in circles so that I come sideways in the next round.
Yeah. Okay. Give us a stamina and athletics roll, please. Target number 6.
Yes, I will do that. Wait a minute.
Nice. Yep. So there actually is pack tactics that you can employ in this as well too. There's specific combat things you get benefits from. I didn't want to get too in the weeds on the combat system because the game has enough moving parts for holy shit.
Whoa.
Barat, you're at them.
Okay.
Were you intending? Is that what you were intending to do? Sort of like come up on the side of these guys?
Yes.
You are there. With 5 successes, you are right on them. They're like, ah!
Okay, so.
You want to spend any more rage, or are you done for the round?
No, I think I'm done for the round.
All right. Alistair, you are frenzying.
Yes, and so that was my first question. So what does that mean that I'm in a frenzy?
So you
mode?
could spend a point of, I was just saying astonishing fortune, willpower to end the rage automatically. But when you are finished, page 261, because I looked it up before. Here we go. So there's you frenzy in 2 ways. Berserk frenzy, in which case you attack. Yeah, you just want to reduce whatever hurt you to a bloody lump of mangled meat. Or there's the fox frenzy, where you transform into lupus form and try and run away, because lupus moves faster than the other forms. You can only come out of the frenzy once the triggering situation is over, and if your rage is less than as long as your permanent rage does not exceed your permanent gnosis, which yours does, you won't attack your pack mates, but you will because your rage is too high.
Okay, so it seems like I should spend a willpower to come out of this frenzy.
Okay.
So I'll start with that. Do I get to make a stamina roll?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay, so let me. I made a one for it.
Yep. Nice.
Okay, great. So I'll take that, and then
so reduce your wound by 1.
Yep, and I reduce my willpower by 1 for coming out of the frenzy. And so I just want to try to get into cover of some kind, whether that's trees or something, because I want to eventually make my or rocks, but if there's not, I'll go straight at them.
Let's so I mean, there's the front of the, you could run into the front of the van, I guess, because they're sort of near the back. You could try and like duck in the front of the van. That's probably a difficulty like 5 with stamina plus athletics. To get to the cover on the edge of the clearing is probably a difficulty 8.
Okay.
But, I mean, in Krynos form, you're nothing but stamina and sharp bits.
I think for now will try to go just in front of the van for some cover.
Okay.
Just to try to make sure I can do it. And try to heal next turn before I go do something. I'm more of the I'm not the front line. I'm not used to getting people's faces.
That reminds me as well, too. Be sure to, if you haven't taken a look at your gifts, be sure to be aware of those, because you got one that I think can move. I
have some good ones, but they use manipulation, which is at a -3 penalty when I'm in Krynos form.
Oh yes.
So But I would definitely be taking advantage of those.
Awesome. Okay,
up,
so
I'm
then just
sure.
give us a stamina plus athletics check, please. Difficulty 5 if you're going in front of the van.
Down plus athletics, yes. Difficulty 5. So here we go.
Oh, easy. So just like in a lot of other games too, like excess successes can speak to the quality of your success. So is there anything else you think that would be particularly beneficial by getting yourself in front of the van?
Yeah, I think I jump up in front of the van and I pull part of the hood up, like with my great strength to give like some more cover to myself.
Yeah, you can yank it. So you've got the hood of the thing wrenched off now. Hunter, you're up next. What are you doing?
Right, I'm going to charge towards the nearest guy, the one I hit with my suitcase.
Yep.
And effectively, I'm then going to melee him. Do I need to spend Ren raise to get the second attack?
No, you don't. You just your movement is part of your action. So you race in because you're close enough to these guys that you're not really needing to run over. Are you? The attacks you have. You're in Glabro. So you've got a claw or a bite, but the bite isn't quite as damaging as in the Krynos form. So are you thinking claws you're going to use?
Yeah, I think I'll try and claw his, assuming they wear body armor, I'm going to try and hit him in the...
First thing, actually, Mo, give us a stamina check against a difficulty of 8. Let's see if you can heal one more health level before you get in there.
Hang on. Stamina.
Just flat, and again, you need to make a dice pool of it.
Oh,
So
sorry.
use your miscellaneous dice pool and just make it just stamina against difficulty 8, please. And you could, I guess, also... George has set up a dice pool just for auto heal, so I'm not sure if you guys also have done the same thing. There's no limit to how many dice pools. None, so you're not healing anything at the start of the round unless you want to spend a point of willpower.
Yeah, I'll spend a point of will to do that, I think.
Okay, so I'll make that adjustment for you. And then go ahead, Mo, and make your... so reduce your damage level by 1. And then go ahead and click on your claw attack, please. Okay, so 3 successes. They are not dodging, so then go ahead and roll on damage. And if it asks you for a modifier, you got a modifier of 3. You got 3 successes.
Claw.
Damage.
Oh, I see, yeah, so it's aggravated for claw.
Yep, just to click on the damage. And then it should ask you for a modifier, add 3.
Extra attack successes?
3.
Yep, right.
Okay, so 3 points of damage. He can try and soak. Oh, it's aggravated damage. No, he can't. So you tear into him. Blood flies out of this thing and soaks the end of your claws as you wrench into this guy. Then it is their turn, unless you're spending a rage.
No. Can I say something quickly to the other nearest guy?
Yep.
I'll say, yeah,
Cough.
You're in our country now, boy.
Okay. All right. Then it is the Merc's turn. All right, so there's one group of 3 over here, one group of 3 sort of over near where Zonta is, and then there's one that seems to be in charge at the back. There's 3 near where you are, although he doesn't know that you're there. There's 3 near where Hunter is, one of which is injured. The one in the back kind of touches his headset and he says, "Wolves! We've got wolves! Deploy Silver!" Then we've got, let's see here, 2 that are going to shoot at you, Katra, or Barat. Barat, do you want to dodge? Take one of your next actions.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so go ahead and give us a dodge check, difficulty 6. Again.
Okay. Let's, yeah. It's an awful lot of scrolling in this document. So
Yeah.
This was the first.
We go 2. Okay. So you get out of the way of one of them. Oh, the other one hits you with 2. Would you give us now a lethal soak roll, please?
Yeah. Scrolling back the other way. Oh,
none. Oh no. One of them is just empties this submachine gun into you. You take 3 more damage.
That's not so nice, but yeah.
Now you could, of course, spend willpower to on your soak check if you like. You could at least get rid of one of those points of damage.
Yeah, I should do that. Yeah.
Okay. Then you're not down to incapacitated, right?
Yeah, and right now I'm mauled.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, he shoots into you. Then we've got against Hunter. Hunter. Do you want to dodge? It means you'll have to spend
I will dodge.
Okay, so go and give us a dodge check. Actually, I think, Hunter, your rage should be 1 less because you forgot to take off 1 to take an extra action to attack last turn.
Yeah.
I got it for you.
No.
Go ahead and make your dodge check there. You need 2 dodge checks, please. I mean, dodge is right at the top of your dice pool.
Yeah.
Nice. Completely out of the way of 1. Go ahead, one more time. You tag
it's all
everyone.
about playing racquetball with the other guys in the city.
Yeah, unfortunately, not quite. Apparently, you don't win all the time. Would you give us? Actually, you could spend a point of willpower, and that will allow you to avoid it altogether. Your choice.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay. Then Zonta, they can see you come in. There's 3 of them firing on you. Give us. Do you want to dodge or you want to take the hits?
I'll dodge.
Give us 3 dodge checks, please. Holy shit. Oh my god. All right, so one of them is going to catch you. You leap over where the other 2 are firing. The other one is coming in on you. If you spend a point of willpower, you'll avoid the attacks altogether.
And that is the green?
That's the blue. Green is your gnosis.
Okay, then I will spend a point of will.
All right, so you leap over these things as you're charging in. Then there's I think that's everybody. So that is Zonta. What are you doing?
So she is going to close the gap on the guys 10 feet away.
Yep.
And she's going to do a Hispo bite.
Okay.
So that's different than a regular bite, right?
Different than a regular bite, yeah. Because it does different damage. The Hispo bite actually, I think, does more damage than any other. Holy shit. Yeah, so you leap onto this thing. You've got 4 excess successes. Go ahead and roll damage. You have 4 excess successes.
How do I do that?
That's on the right side of that little part of the table. It says
aggravated?
Yes.
Okay.
And then when it prompts you for extra successes, you put in 4.
4?
Yeah, 1 to get the success and 4 on top of that. Kind of like momentum. Oh my god. Yeah, it's aggravated. You can't soak it. Do you bite his head off?
I think it's, like they've got the helmets probably and whatnot, and she just like gets a hold of his throat and just rips it right open, and just blood sprays everywhere.
Yep. So that's 1 down. Do you want to spend rage to do any other actions?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and bite another guy.
Okay. And FYI, you can spend a maximum of 3 rage, so you can get 3 extra actions per round if you like.
Cool. Okay, good to know. Another Hispo bite.
Okay. 4. Yep. Yeah, 3 net successes, and none of them are dodging. So, go ahead and roll damage with 3 extra successes. 4 aggravated brings him. How many health? He's okay. He's not dead, but he's very badly hurt. Do you want to spend another point of rage?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's teach these fuckers a lesson.
So he's injured.
I mean,
Attacking the same guy or a different person?
No, same guy.
Same guy. Go ahead, make your attack. Oh no! Fumble.
Fumble. Okay. So what does that mean?
It means something bad happens. It's a botch, is what they call it in this game.
He gets a rage too, though, doesn't he?
Oh yes, so you get a point of rage because you botched. I think what I'll let you this, it kind of freaks out and hits you in the nose with the butt of its rifle.
Yeah.
So why don't you give us a soak? You need to soak 2 points of damage. So you bashing soak.
And that is soak is
yeah, right
bashing?
at the bottom. Yeah, there's 3 options: bashing, aggravated, and oh shit. So you take 2 points of damage. But again, you could spend willpower on that success if you want.
Sure.
Okay.
And so that.
So then you
on?
only take 1 point of damage.
Okay. And how does I haven't been doing any healing thing. How does that work?
At the start of your turn, make a stamina check against a target number of 8.
Is that the check? Oh, that was the thing you told Good George.
Yep. Yeah.
So then that's a 3rd point of rage that I would have to use because I would have had to done that as my initial.
No, because that's automatic. You automatically regenerate.
Okay.
Oh, you would have to spend 1 point of rage because you dodged, though. Because dodging is always gives up an action. So in theory, you can do 1 more. Nice. So you would have healed 1 more. So just leave your damage level as it is right now from the thing hitting you in the face. Okay. You still could spend 1 more point of rage if you want.
Yeah, because I think she's angry now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not gonna like her when she's angry.
Awesome.
Oh. So that's 7 extra successes. Go ahead and roll damage.
So she's basically scrapping it out with these 3 dudes, and
Holy
2
shit.
of them go down. And that guy's literally lost his head.
Yeah. Thump, 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 hits the ground. All right, so then you take 1 more rage off from that last action, and then it is Mutt's turn.
All right. So first thing, I'm gonna do my auto heal.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So 1 success, so I take that damage off, so I'm all fine now.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know. Question: would I know if these spirits would be susceptible to clawing, or was that something I would know?
They are not spirits properly. What you're seeing is that they are tainted. Normally,
okay, they're just tainted.
Yeah, like when normal humans see werewolves transform into, like, in particular in Krynos form, there is a lizard brain instinctive reaction to just freak out and flee and not remember that you actually saw it. It's something that dates back to the time of what's called the Imperium and the Purge, where they would keep the humans in line, as it were. The fact that these things are not freaking out means something's different about them, and what you've seen in the Umbra, in the spirit world, is that's because they're tainted.
Yes.
They've been afflicted. They stink of the worm.
Yeah. Okay, I thought they might be possessed by an actual spirit, but I guess not. Okay.
No.
Okay, so in that case, do I have to spend an action to move behind them? Or is I close enough I could do that?
No, you can just, I can let you just move behind them if you like.
Yeah, I do that. I'm going to move behind them, and then I am going to attempt to transform into Krynos. So let me...
Okay, you can spend a point of rage to automatically do that, or you can roll...
I'm saving the rage because I've got other plans for that.
Okay, so go ahead and... So, well, yeah. So you move. Go ahead and make your shape-changing roll. Difficulty for Krynos is a 6.
6. Yeah, it's already 6. Cool.
Easy. Yep.
Easy. Okay. So now I'd like to. Can I spend a rage to sidestep back?
Yes. Take another action. You can't.
Yeah,
you still have to make a roll to step sideways.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But there's the bone gnawer Krynos form.
Yep. So I'm gonna step sideways back on my nose for that. 1 moment.
So it's Gnosis against a difficulty 3.
Yep. It's a lot of scrolling up and down.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it hides behind my. And then 3.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that's instantaneous. I think. Right?
So suddenly this enormous thing appears. Ah! The guy who was on the headset kind of. Ah!
Okay, so now I'm going to spend an action and go.
Okay, can claw him, yeah.
I mean, another.
Yeah, because you can still spend
rage.
1 more rage, yeah.
Yep.
So go ahead.
Do that. Okay, and first time I can actually kill something, maybe.
So give us
where's my...
claw you're going for?
Yeah, I think so. What is it? Dex Press Brawl? Yeah, they're all the same. They're all Dex Press Brawl. Yeah, we'll do a claw. We'll claw these people.
Claw does, I think it's that bite does 1 more point of damage, but is 1 point more difficult, and claw does, yeah. Oh.
All right. Can I spend a willpower to?
Yes, you can.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So you get 1 success. So this now roll damage with 0 extra successes.
So do I roll it again, or did I just? What do you say?
No, willpower. Well, then you could spend willpower to get an automatic success, or you could spend willpower to re-roll. Which do you want to do?
I'm gonna re-roll that. I think.
Okay.
Because 1 success isn't gonna do much damage. So.
Actually, I don't think you can re-roll in this game. Hold on. I think I'm wrong about that.
Okay.
Let's see.
You might be right. I think it might just be success.
Yeah, spend a point to get an automatic success, so you don't get a chance to re-roll.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just do the. I'll get the success.
Okay, so then just roll damage.
Oh.
No extra successes.
Do I roll damage separately from
on
the claw
the right hand side? There's that where it says aggravated.
Oh, okay, cool.
It'll calculate that properly for you, and just 0 extra successes.
0.
And because it's aggravated, they can't soak it.
3 successes.
So if you attack the same one that Hunter did using your pack tactics,
yeah,
dead.
Cool.
All right. Then it is Barat's turn.
Yeah, I would guess I spend a point of rage and attack the nearest guy.
Please do.
Trying to literally bite his head off.
Nice. Let's see, Barat. Yep, that's a success with 2 extras. Oh, your heal first.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I should have done that. Wait a minute. I can.
I see your wound penalty, so you might actually reduce that. That would give you potentially. No. Okay. Oh, it's I don't think there's any consequence for botch from a heal, so don't even worry about that. All right, so you do you hit with the Hispo bite. You're in Hispo form.
Oh, I'm in Krynos form, so I would have used normal bite then.
Yeah. So just click on normal bite.
Yeah. Okay.
And with 2 extra successes.
Oh yeah, it's 2 here. So.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, nice. All right, so you rake across this guy. You grab his arm and he kind of pulls back. You could spend up to 2 more points of rage.
Yeah, I would. I think I will just bite him again. I mean,
okay.
I'm just for the fun of it. Okay, so let's see.
Go.
Yep. 2 successes.
So with bite damage with 1 extra success. 2 brings him back. That's enough to take him out of the fight.
At least, yeah.
Okay. Then I think you accidentally spent 2 extra rage. So you do have 1 more action if you'd like.
Yeah, but come on. Yeah, I would just bite another guy.
Okay.
For
Go
what
ahead.
it's worth. Yeah. Oh no, I won't.
Oh no, it's a botch. So once again, gets in. I think I'll just have you soak 2 points of damage. So give us a non-lethal 2 points. They're trying to beat you off with their stick. Okay, so you soak 1, so you do take 1 point of damage, but that's it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, actually, and I think you accidentally spent 2 rage at 1 point, so because you were at 4 at the start of the round.
Yeah, and I get now.
Oh, you spent 3. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, Alistair, you're up next. What are you doing? First, a healing roll, I guess.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Yep. So you're back.
So I'll take that. Let me just click that so that the next things I do are accurate. Okay, there we go. So what I would like to do is I want to come like bursting out from around the front of the van and try to get to this guy here near Barat.
Okay.
Is that doable in a...
Yeah, I think you would need, so it'll be a strength and athletics, stamina and athletics check. I think you'd need 4 successes to be able to cover the full distance.
Okay, so here's one other thing I can do. I have something called Hare's Leap. which allows me to, if I successfully do it, double my jump distance.
Yes.
Or triple it by spending a willpower.
Yep, so you could easily, I think with... leaping, I did look that up.
It's difficulty of 7.
Yep.
On here.
So the gift is, or the...
Yes. Under the gift, it says difficulty 7.
Okay.
And that's how you
Are you going up on top of the van and jumping off of it? Like
That's what I was thinking.
that sounds very sounds very Hollywood.
So let's do this.
Totally.
Let's make it. It'll be 2 successes with the hare's leap.
Okay, perfect. Here we go.
Nice.
Yes.
So you leap up. You want to spend a rage to take another action?
Yes, I do. I'm gonna go after this guy here next to Barat.
You got it.
So I'm in Kurnos form, so I'll be making a bite attack
Yep.
here.
And I'll if you tick on the query button for that specific whatever attack you're doing, because you're going to reduce the difficulty by 1 because you're flanking with Barat now.
Okay. Okay, got it. There we go. Yes. Okay, move to yes. Here we go.
Reduce the difficulty by 1.
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Two successes.
2 successes. So you got 1 excess success. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, there we go. 5.
So what do we see as you leap off of the front of the...
Awesome.
I wait to the last possible second to let out a roar. So the guy looks up just as I come down, and I snap I bite his head and snap his neck. And he,
All right.
Shake him like a rag doll.
Another one down. So you can spend a total of 2 rage per turn if you'd like.
Yeah, if I'm close enough to this guy here, I will attempt to attack him as well.
Yep, I'll let you do that. I think it's the one. Actually, the one that the Barat is engaged with is probably closer.
Okay. Yep, that makes sense. And let me just, as I'm doing this, subtract some rage here before this is including the one I'm doing right now.
Okay. Zonta, you also will, because of your success in tearing these guys down, you can give yourself 1 point of willpower back.
And this bite is just normal. I'm just assuming no reduced difficulty.
No, yeah, this one, because you're sort of... I don't picture you being able to flank this guy without having to...
Makes sense. So 1 success.
That's enough. So it's roll damage with 0 extra successes.
0.
4, yeah. What is it? He's not quite dead, but he's very, very close to it.
I think I bite into his side and try to pull him apart, but I can't quite do it.
All right, then it is Hunter's turn.
Sorry. So we're at the back. So what can I see?
There are
in front of me?
Still 2 in front of you, and Mutt is on the far side of them.
Okay, the guy I was in combat with is down.
Yep.
I notice I've got this machine spirit thing. Could I pick up his gun and then try and use that machine spirit to make it work properly?
Well, I mean, it's a gun, so you can kind of work it. What's your firearms score?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Can I use that as a proxy for firearms? I'm guessing
you
no.
can't use it as a proxy for firearms. All your machine spirit, if you read the rules that are listed there, it allows you to just, without touching something, you convince a machine spirit to act on its own. It's like making a bolt on a door open or something like that.
The car start and roll back onto people.
Okay, and I guess so is the leader at the back the guy that was on the radio?
Yes.
Right, I'm going to charge toward him and try and do the same.
Okay.
I did to his friend, so
all right.
So that's a move and attack. I need to make my toughness roll first, don't I?
Yep, you do. So it's just a stamina against difficulty 8. So stamina against difficulty 8, please. No success.
Okay.
So you could spend a point of your willpower to get an automatic success on that, and then recover 1 more.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot of willpower, so I'll do that.
Okay. Then what are you attacking with? Your claws again?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
-1.
Okay, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage with 0 extra successes. Nice. Okay, so he is injured but not down. You race up and... then it is their turn. So... Oh boy. We've got one. Zonta, he takes a couple steps back and tries to fire at you. He is unloading his entire gun into you, though. So he'll get a +3 to his attack. Let's see here. Zonta, do you want to dodge?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and give us a dodge check. You will need... Let's see here. Oh, shit, he actually rolled... Great. You see what's going to happen, and he just empties out that clip and does not hit you. Mutt, we got 2 on you. Do you want to dodge?
Yeah, and I guess I'm gonna rage for that, right? To dodge it.
Dodge will be for next round. You're just proactively getting to using your next action.
Okay, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll dodge it.
Okay. Then... okay, give us 2 dodge checks, please.
2 dodge, okay. Starting my screens. There we go.
Okay.
1, 2.
Holy shit. Okay, so the second one for sure avoids everything. The other one does manage to tag you. So you take... it'll be soaking lethal damage, please. And you're soaking against 2 points of damage.
Gosh darn it. Hold on, my computer's kind of big.
Sure. And then we got 1 on Barat, but he is really messed up. Barat, he's going to try and feebly fire his gun at you. Oh no!
Oh no.
All right, so you take... Oh. You're going to take 2 points of damage. Then
2 points of damage. Do I get a rage back at least?
You do not from getting shot. Then Barat, did you want to dodge? This guy looks pretty fucked up. Like he's going to have a pretty substantial penalty to try and get you.
Yeah, but if he hits me, I'm incapacitated. So
okay.
I will dodge.
Okay.
Come on.
Give us a dodge check.
Yeah. With -5, it's not that great, but we'll see.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
0 successes. So yeah, I should have not dodged because I had no die to roll, but yeah.
But you have what do you got? You could spend a willpower to get an auto success. That would subtract 1 from his any successes he rolls.
Yeah, I think I will do that. Yeah.
Okay. And actually, that's enough to avoid it.
Nice.
So he gets up, and in spite of the pain, in spite of all the blood coursing out of you, you move to the side, and his gun, once again, rattles out a bunch of bullets and misses you. That is the end. Oh, and the guy who is with Hunter, so he's the leader, pulls out a strange-looking knife. Do you want to dodge, Hunter?
Yep.
Go ahead and give us a dodge check.
Dodge.
And I'll roll his... he's actually pretty fucked up as well. Oh, I got no successes. Never mind. So you dodge...
Oh, nice.
You dodge successfully, Hunter. He swings this shiny dagger at you, but you completely get out of his way. Zonta, you are up next. What are you doing, Zonta?
Zonta is going to try and kill the guy in front of her, but she had to dodge, so she has to use a rage point now to take an action.
Yes, because you did dodge too. Yeah, you got to spend a rage to
healing first. Does that use a point or
healing first? That does not take an action. No, it's automatic.
Okay, that's a fail. No success.
No success. So you don't heal anything unless you spend a point of willpower.
You know what? I would actually like to use that.
Okay. So reduce your wounds, heal up by 1 more. Then what are you doing?
Then she's gonna bite this dude.
Okay.
So clear out that, and then a full bite.
Holy shit. So roll damage with 4 extras. I think you pull his leg off.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking about a leg injury.
Yeah.
She goes to bite his leg, and she probably just like catches him on the inside of the leg and rips like artery and flesh and everything open. And it just sprays arterial spray everywhere.
Femoral artery sprays out. You in theory could spend up to 3 points of rage. What would you like? Do you want to take any other extra actions? You have 2 more. I guess you spend 2 more rage because you did dodge.
Okay, so I'll take 1 rage off now, and that will help Mutt with. These guys are on Mutt, or are they?
Yeah. And they managed to actually hurt Mutt.
Okay, well, she's going to help.
Okay.
So leap over at one of them and try to bite him.
Okay, go ahead. Yep, solid.
Nice.
3 extra successes. Go ahead and roll damage.
Whoa! Oh my god!
What does Mutt see as this dire wolf leaps over and takes out another one?
I think like the guys are like aiming their guns at Mutt, and all he sees is like the direwolf like leaps past, and like on screen it's like leaps past, and then all of a sudden there's like no head there, and it's just like this Monty Python spray, and then the body just clumps all over.
Okay. You still could spend 1 more point of rage if you chose to.
Leave some for me, man.
No.
All right. So on to that's end of your turn. Mutt, you're next, and then Barat, you'll be afterwards. Mutt, what are you doing?
Here's my auto heal. Cool.
Nice.
So
Yep, success. So you'll reduce your damage by 1.
Yeah, hold on, Mike. I don't know why I'm having the issues with this. Okay, to reduce damage, so 1. Cool. So now I don't have. Go away.
And you're correctly listed in Chronos form now, so
yeah, exactly. So I'm actually getting these rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I need to subtract if I need to act, because I dodged last time, so I need to spend a rage. I will. Yeah, I think there's just one guy left. I'll hack him. Am I gonna get a bonus because we're flanking him, or how does that work?
Yeah, if you sort of can shift yourself, I'll let you do that. So click on the whatever attack you're doing. Click it on so it. I can't remember what's the word it uses. Prompt or something like that. Query.
Yeah.
Click query on, and then just put -1 to the difficulty.
Query on. Okay. Claw query. So will it come up when I click on it, or how does that work? I'm sorry.
It should now. Yeah, if you've got a query activated.
Where's query activated? Is that on the?
It's on that line, and it says no right now, and if you click it, it'll turn to yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Query. Wait. I'm not sure I see it. I'm just gonna roll because I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to hold things up too much longer. All right. One success, I'll take it.
Yeah, slash at him. It's 1 hit. Go ahead and roll. Let's see here. Yeah, the other dice weren't anywhere close to the success, so wouldn't have made a difference with the flanking. Go ahead and roll damage. No extra success dice. So clipping him. He's keeping a distance. So a little bit of blood comes off. But it's barely a flesh wound. You could spend 1 more rage, but then you're out of rage, and you'll return to lupus form.
That's. I'll let my buddies take care of him.
Okay, Barat, you're up next, and Alistair will be afterwards. What are you doing, Barat?
I don't know if I should roll for heal because I'm at -5, but I will click it nevertheless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because if you roll,
I have no pool, if I understand that correctly.
Okay. Hold on. Wait, are you in Krynos form, or are you in Hispo?
No, I'm in Krynos form.
Okay, hold on. Do you have the character sheet set to be in Krynos form?
Yes.
What's your stamina? Why is your stamina so low? Oh, your stamina's only
-5 right now. So.
2.
And my stamina is...
Oh, right. I was remembering a 4. I thought it was a +4 to stamina. It's +3 to stamina. Give us 1d10 roll. Just roll outside of...
Yeah, okay.
Jeez.
All right, so you're struggling to stay up here. What do you want to do next, Barat? Hold on, can you spend rage? You could, I think, enter a frenzy here and automatically try and heal.
Yeah, I could, but right now I'm hoping that I can stay.
You want to hear something neat? You can spend a point of willpower to avoid all wound penalties for one action.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah. Then I will do that and bite his head off. Really.
Sounds good. All right. So basically, what we'll do is when you make your roll, make sure it's going to query. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to think how we do this.
You can just add 5. That's no problem.
Yeah, I think you can just add 5 to it. So.
So if I put modifier +5, then this should cancel out.
That's right. I think you might just put 5 instead of +5 because it'll. Yeah. Did you put +5 or did you put 5?
No, I think I did it.
Yeah, because Roll20 seems to fuck up anytime you put a plus sign in it. So maybe try that again with just a 5 as the modifier.
Yeah, wait a minute. So it's. So
there we go. Yep. So it's a hit with a +1.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll damage with 1 extra success. This guy's already really badly hurt too, so. What does it look like as you take this guy down?
Yeah, I think I just bite him twice or 3 times just because I'm so annoyed. That's
yeah. Then we have 2 left remaining. Alistair, what are you doing?
Okay, first gonna attempt to heal. Yep. There you go. Nope. So I will. What the hell? I'll spend a willpower. Oh wait, can I do that? After I fail the roll, can I spend a willpower to make that a success, or how to choose?
The way it works is you can spend a willpower to ignore your wound penalties, or you can spend a willpower to get an automatic success. And you
even though I've made the roll and failed it already, I can still do it. Okay, great. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to.
Well, it doesn't make it into a success. It gives you 1 success, and you rolled -1 successes.
Oh, I see. So it applies it to that. I see. Got it. All right. Yeah. I'm not gonna worry about using any willpower right now.
Okay.
Because I'm not that bad off. But I would like to try to attack the one that Zonta is in front of, but I don't know the actual distance. Okay, great.
This is all happening sort of in the charnel mess that is left behind the van.
Okay.
Hunter, cool. I don't think you're going to be able to return those new luggage bags anymore. All right,
so return with trash bag.
Hit with your trash bag will be fine. Holy shit! All right, so what does it look like as you take this guy down, Alistair?
I come pounding up with my 9-foot frame and just grab the guy by his shoulders and take a huge bite out of his face.
And he falls back, his face completely removed. You could spend rage, but that would also put you out of range.
I have 1 left, so I think I might want to hold on to it.
All right, then Hunter, what are you doing? You got this injured squad leader in front of you.
Debating whether I want to keep him alive for a bit, interrogate him, or just let my will form. I'm going to.
So you did dodge. You will need to spend a point of rage to take an action this round as well. So
okay, yeah, right character.
And what would you like to do?
I'm going to continue clawing him.
Go ahead, make your attack roll. Oh yeah. Go ahead and roll damage with 2 extra successes. How does the last one die, Hunter?
I'm probably imagining he's trying to grasp his radio to radio base or something, and I just go.
Yeah. So
ripping his mic out
maybe
of his
slash. He brings his hand up to try and radio in, and then he realizes that it's just a bloody stump. Falls down. Then with the last one hitting the ground, you all in your various forms, one of you, I think it's probably Zonta, first starts howling, and then all of you instinctively join in and start howling out in triumph. Everybody gets 1 rage back.
Yeah.
So, then, as our new formed pack stand together over the ruins of this, let's take our mid-session break, late, and then we'll come back and see what you intend to do next. One thing you can do in the interim when you get back is you can take off any damage you took as well too. None of this was aggravated, so you will be able to just wait and heal all of your points back. So we'll be back in 5 minutes. All right. To celebrate your victory, I am cracking a blood orange San Pellegrino. All righty. So has everyone restored their health? So you got no bruise levels anymore. The extra bruise one should be filled in because that's an option from merits and flaws that you can get, but you should have nothing under that filled in anymore. I shall do it for you. Make sure The other guys filled in. Let's see here. Enter. Yep, okay, perfect. Completely healed. And Zonta. Alrighty. Okay, so I think we're all back. I'm gonna hit refresher. I don't have Mo any longer on camera here. Let's see.
I can see it. Do you want me to reconnect?
No, I'm good, Mo. I just hit reconnect on my end. All right, so guys, with these people defeated, you have a moment to catch your breath and to see each other in their true forms. You can hear squawking over the radios that are sticking out from the dead mercenaries below you. And you can see that there is an employee badge on one of them as well. Really, all of them have little, like, on the end of kind of a zip, line kind of thing to log in and out. And it says Endron Oil on each. So, what happens next, guys?
I'm immediately, while we were like kind of resting a little bit, scanning, looking around, like listening to their radios, just like trying to make sure we're not like in any further danger immediately.
Okay. It will be difficult to do in Kronos form.
Yeah, I think I will come out of Kronos form.
You don't need to roll to transform back to your natural form. So you can automatically become Hamid, or in Mutt's case, Lupus, if you like.
I will become
Lupus.
Hamid.
Okay.
I mean, my abilities mostly manifest in Hamid form, so I'm kind of more comfortable there.
All right. So Alistair is back to Hamid form.
I went back to Lupus.
Lupus form so Mutt looks like a rangy, honestly more like a coyote than he does a wolf. But what about Barat, Hunter, or Zonta?
I think Zonta will go back to Hamid form as well.
Okay.
And she'll ask, "Are you boys okay now?"
Yes. Those ones were worm tainted.
Yeah, I'll switch back and I'll try and pick up one of the radios. Yep.
Okay. So you guys,
that knife.
Apart from the most
Point.
basic
It's the knife on the
bits.
ground.
Hold on, Mo. First off, Ingolf, you looked like you were going to say something. Oh, you're muted, Ingolf.
That explains why no one
Why
is
are you
hearing what I'm
assholes
saying.
ignoring me?
Exactly. So, no, I wanted to change to Lupus as well. So just maybe we can smell where they come from.
Yeah,
or where they came from.
Sure. So first, give us a shape change roll. Difficulty for Lupus is 6.
Okay.
It's only those mid forms, Glabro and Hispo, that are harder at a 7. Easy peasy. All right, so Barat, you are now also what does your wolf form look like?
Yeah, that's interesting. I think I may be black. Like a
Cool.
black wolf. Yeah.
Okay, so we have a black wolf, and what color do you think you are, Mutt?
I think he's okay. I think he's got this like kind of like white and brownish. I'm thinking of all the stray dogs that used to live in Moscow where I lived. That's what he looks like.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
They all have this kind of vaguish kind of same kill color to them.
I think there's they don't look like that, but there's a breed of rescue dog here that they just call reservation dogs, because they're dogs that are found on the reservations out here.
They all kind of have the same color tone. It's
They all kind of, like I
weird
said, they're
how it
black,
works.
with pretty long hair, but we can't really tell what breed they are. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so We have 2 in wolf form, and what you guys can find is, since you're awakening, you guys can communicate with each other regardless of what form you're in. So just because you're lupus form doesn't mean you can't communicate with the rest of the group. Yeah. So then, it sounds like someone was going to grab a radio, and someone was going to grab a try and get a scent. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see here.
Yeah.
So for the scent, let's make a perception and primal urge roll, but because you're in lupus form, let's reduce the difficulty down to, let's say, a 4.
It already says we get a -2 perception difficulty.
Oh,
in the form thing.
That's exactly what I applied. So,
yeah.
Who needs to read rules? Just make it up as you go. You're probably right.
Okay, so let's see whether it does it correctly. If I just click, I think it did not do, because then I would have 3 successes.
But wait, 1 was taken away by the 1.
Yeah, and then there would be 2 left. So
yeah,
it should be 2 and not.
How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it rolled this correct number.
Yeah, but
It's not reading correct. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do difficulty of 4?
No, I just so I thought if I had the form correct, it would do it automatically, but it did not.
Let's see here. Well, in any event, you rolled enough. Sounds like there's dogs elsewhere. What you can see, you can smell, for one, like there's a supernatural taint to these things. They smell like, you know, the smell of chicken when it's gone off. There's a faint kind of stink to these mercenaries, and you can tell that they have come from. Let's grab everybody here, and I'll make another thing here with the boom, boom, boom. That map on it. Where's that lovely map?
I actually love that map. I during the break looked to see if that was a real place.
It is. Yeah.
It is.
I figured it was.
I actually had to edit the map to take off the contact information from it. So I was like, I don't think we need to stream that.
I have the contact information now, and I'm going to go there.
All right.
About 30 years ago, I actually went to the YMCA camp at Lake Windermere for an adventure weekend.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Impressive.
Yeah. Then here we go. There's everybody. So, what? And everyone's on top of the map. Well done, Madison. Well done. Let's move everyone over here. Here we go.
I was going to say, I'm still looking at mountains and lakes. So
there we go. Okay, so I mean, there's been no mistake whatsoever. Here we are. I certainly didn't put everyone on top of the map, if that's what you're thinking that happened. So, what? You guys are still right in this courtyard right here, with a bloody mess behind, and then the van with the hood wrenched off of it. The stink seems to be coming from back in this direction. I'm not sure how far you want it to go along, but it goes there and then also cuts along through here. There's like a courtyard that leads to sort of, there's some grassy bits that lead behind the dilapidated remains of the dining hall. Listening in on the headset, are you trying to, are you interacting with the headset whatsoever?
Not
just listen for a bit.
Okay, so both of you, it sounds like there's 2 of you who are doing this, and what you can hear is there's a lot. For one, there's a lot of talk about wolves, and there are. It sounds like there are at least 2 or 3 other squads that are out somewhere on the premises here.
Do we hear any calls out for the squad we've just hit? It's like squad beta.
There
respond.
are, yeah.
I'm gonna say to the others, I'm gonna try and fake them out and ask for evacuation for these lot. They might tell us. In fact, I'm gonna look in the leader's jacket, and is there any map with exfil or emergency exits?
No.
So I'll say to the others, what do you think about trying to like fake it out, saying, it all went wrong, we're evacuating, and seeing if we get any useful info? Or do we just track them?
That's a good question. Do we hear them speak at all, Kevin? Like, do we know what the accents they might have had, or any?
They all sound North American.
Okay.
It's that bland kind of like Canadian style, like news announcer voice, where it's like they sound like they're from nowhere.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Or we
No,
just keep it.
Although if I make their voices again, I can guarantee it's going to be a Southern accent.
That's right.
But rest assured, it's not intended.
It's
because I'm a broken person.
Southern Alberta is somehow like Southern Texas. Right?
Exactly. There.
Or we just keep the radios on and use it as a source of information.
I'm going to check Ben's body. Did he have any maps or other instructions?
If you look around, there is his wallet. He wasn't wrong. He's got the exact same phone that Alistair had. So there's this
He's still got a phone.
They have like silver.
Does he have his phone with him, or did he also?
Like I said, he has the same phone that Alistair does.
Yeah.
Apart
Let's
from that,
take
there's
it.
the keys to the van on there. There's a wallet with some money in it, and a debit card. There's the scrap of paper with a receipt with your character's names written on it. That's it.
What about on the soldiers? Do they have like silver ammunition like they talked about, or?
I think. Why don't you give us a perception, a primal urge check, please, Zonta. A difficulty on this will be just a 6. Yeah. There is a separate clip on each of them that has a different, like for their submachine gun, that has a different kind of like coloring on it. And the thing with Silver and Garou is that it interferes, like depending on how much silver you have on you, it interferes with your connection with the spirit realm. So if you carry it on you or you carry too much, it reduces your gnosis. So you can feel that, like in one of the clips, for sure there's silver in there.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna take the clips. I just wanted to know if they had them and what it looked like, so we could maybe recognize. If we get in a fight and they start switching to a different type of weapon or a different clip or something, we'd at least know. Heads up.
Well, I was going to say, I think we heard them say to switch to silver.
Are the clips blue tape and red tape?
The ones that are, like, each of them only has one clip of silver on them. There are grenades on them as well, too. Like, these are full-on paramilitary outfitted guys. Like, they look like SWAT teams.
I'm tempted to take some of the armor.
It will either hurt you or be damaged when you transform, though.
Okay. Scrap that idea then.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. You guys are all, apart from scraps of clothing, you're all kind of naked right now. Anyone who transformed...
I thought your clothes bonded to you. Whatever.
I don't think so, no.
So,
Let's take some of the
I've
clothes
got
out.
that spare bag of my change of clothes.
Mutt doesn't care. He'll still be naked.
Okay. We're
I'm
your
gonna
dog.
I want to grab some of the clothes off of these guys.
Okay. There.
On some of their gear. And then I pull that little cord with the ID on it and say, "Is anybody here? This? Anybody hear this?" I'm a little Jesse Pinkman, I think.
Okay.
So, you think it'd be safer if we were walking around in their clothes, even though they're a little bloody? Some of them are a lot bloody.
Well, it
Yeah.
might stop them shooting at us immediately with silver bullets. At least for like 10 seconds.
I find it safest to try to just be like the enemy so they don't notice you.
Okay.
Yeah, works for me.
I mean, I have to be a naked human again.
I also am against that too.
Yeah, there's certainly enough
okay.
bodies here that I think you can mix and match. They're gonna, like, up close, they're gonna see blood on these things because
Yeah.
You know, the way you dispatched everybody was with very, very sharp things.
Yes.
But between just the 5 of you, I think you can get that if that's what your intent is.
Yeah, just from a distance.
Okay.
In that case, I'll make sure to pick up the watch. Presumably the strap is broken when I transform.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to transform back into a human.
Okay.
Thomas. So let me.
Okay.
Does that do it?
What about you, Barat? Are you staying in wolf form? Or are you...
Yeah, maybe. I was not sure, and well, we did not. So I think I changed back just to communicate a little bit more better.
You can still be, Guru can speak to wolves, so you can you can be understood by everybody in your wolf form if you want to.
Yeah. So I suppose maybe we could just scout them out in wolf form much better than in human form. As humans, and as naked humans, especially.
Well, if we put on their clothes,
yeah,
we should be
but
okay.
Still, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so if you want to, then
We want to track them down. Is that the plan, or should we get out of here?
The band's probably
I
not
think
going to
we need to protect the masquerade and no survivors.
Masquerade is, for one, a vampire thing that none of you guys would have any idea of, and two, unless they're ghoul tainted, remember the delirium prevents people from remembering that werewolves are present.
Yeah.
but they know already.
But I know that they were tainted, so they already know of werewolves existing.
Yeah.
And so we're not saving anything if we let them live or die here. I guess is the point. So.
Well, that's the whole question of sending a message.
Maybe we should just lupus it and run out of here.
Yeah, but
Or we should find out why. So why did Ben bring us here? Is this part of the test?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, he was sort of pointing us at that sort of like dilapidated central building. Maybe we should check that out, see if there's any there's no envelopes on our bunk bed saying this is your test.
Also, he's dead now, so that test didn't go over him either.
Well, I am going to check out that big building, because maybe there were other kinfolk who were there to help with the test, and they're probably dead. But just in case.
Sounds like a good idea.
My elder sent me to finish the test. I'll do the test before I go. And if these guys want to get in the way, they'll end up like these ones.
do you really think they were here for our test, or they are here for something else and we interfered with them?
I don't know.
Barat, why don't you give us an intelligence and rituals check, please? Difficulty on this will be I think a 5. Nice. All right, so rites of passage. The reason I was getting to roll to see if you could, what to expect from this. Of anyone, you're the only one who really has some insight on this. That's nice, George. As a ragabash, I'll give you a point of willpower back.
Awesome.
That seems very ragabash. Barat, so you've heard of kind of like fake out things, right? Of rites of passage where like, oh no, we're under attack by whatever, and they'll defeat a bane or like some other kind of, corrupted spirit or something like that. And then by defeating that together, you go on. You've never heard of anything as brutal as this. And they certainly wouldn't kill kinfolk just to go through the process of that. There are some exceptionally brutal tribes, like the Geta Fenris, which are just a bunch of crazed, Vikings. There's the Red Talons, which are just wolves exclusively. And there's the Shadow Lords, who are a bunch of brutal Eastern European descended kind of ones. None of them would kill kinfolk just for the purpose of, like, heightening the drama of a rite of passage. And Ben is for sure dead.
Yeah.
What you can add in as well is that while you were in the Umbra, you didn't see anything hinky about Ben. So this wasn't a trick that was pulled on you where he was hurting other people.
I convey that.
Yeah. I guess there's something evil going on, some kind of corruption that is far beyond our test. Maybe that is what fate has decided we should do.
Would I know, if I have some occult and given my nature, would I know if this is a cairn? To use my personal meta knowledge on this.
Yeah. Why don't you give us an intelligence? Okay. Well, you're theurge as well too. So
exactly.
Intelligence and occult check. We'll make it a difficulty 5 as well, because I think like you've been brought to some special place, right?
Yeah. Oops. Intelligence and occult.
At 5, please.
5.
Yeah.
3 successes.
And this will be a conversation between Mutt and Barat as you guys are talking. The rites are held at sacred places that not only have a thin connection, a thin veil or thin gauntlet between the Umbra and the physical world, but also places that are holy, or not holy is not really the right word, but are held as being spiritually important by the Garou. This is definitely that kind of place. A place that has just the barest trappings of, connection with civilization. A place that's well away from anybody else. When you were in the Umbra, you could sense that there is a power about this place. It was incredibly easy for you to step sideways. Stepping sideways, for the rest of you guys, for context, it could take up to 5 minutes or so to spend time slowly making your way in. Mutt disappeared in the blink of an eye.
We must protect this place, then. We can't flee.
Yes.
Okay. So Hunter, it seems, is interested in exploring the dining hall. Do you guys want to follow him in there?
I'll follow him. I'll put on the dead guy's clothes as much as possible.
Okay. So we have 3 ill-fitting soldiers, or soldiers in ill-fitting uniforms, and then 1 wolf. And you guys trot into the dining hall. This place is... You could almost picture, at some point, this place was full of kids and, fun and activities and whatnot. That time is long past. And since it's later in the day now, the small bit of light that manages to get through gives this place kind of a almost like a haunted quality. There's a thick layer of dust on everything, on the long, dining tables that make up the chair. There's a kitchen that seems to have been completely, abandoned and not used. There is a kind of a sound of birds flapping up ahead, and you can see there's a hole in the roof through which some birds seem to have nested.
I'm gonna keep a radio near me so I can listen in case I hear that people are coming our way.
Yeah. They're still asking for someone to respond, and they are sending, it sounds like, a squad over.
Huh.
And you can hear him say something about release the hounds.
Clever one. Why don't you try to talk them off it?
I want to go back for my backpack.
Okay. So you, why don't you guys... Go ahead, George.
Act like a soldier.
I could try. I try. My manipulation isn't bad, and I also have a special gift for persuading people.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get on the comm, and I think I've been around some ex-military people that my father was buddies with or whatever, that went drinking together and stuff, so I know a little bit of the lingo and stuff. So I'm gonna get on the radio and go, We're fine. We had some comm interference. All clear in our section.
How are you?
Yeah, we're all fine here. I shoot it. No. So I try to see if I can,
Sure.
use my charisma plus subterfuge here.
Now, what is? Hold on. You've also got your. You said your gift. Were you intending on using?
So the gift is called Persuasion.
Yep.
And it's got a difficulty of 7. And if I succeed, it lowers all the social encounter difficulties for the rest of the scene. Even though I know we're not in a scene, but
No, it's in a scene where you guys are in the.
Okay.
Yeah. In this scene.
Searching.
So why don't you give us? Click on your persuasion gift.
okay.
Let's see how many successes you get. So
Zip.
you could spend a point of willpower to get one success.
I'm gonna because I just got one, so this would be a good use
Nice,
of it
okay.
at least.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so it reduces the persuasion by 1. What is it you're trying to do? To prevent them from coming here?
Yeah, I'm just subtracting my willpower before I forget. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm just trying to get them to not be as concerned.
Okay, to stall them. Okay.
Yeah, to not. I don't want to make them think I'm the guy and pretend I'm a specific person or anything like that. Just to make it sound like we're in the midst of something. We'll get back to them, so they don't think it's an emergency situation. They have to come immediately.
Yeah. So the difficulty on that, I think I would put. I'd probably put at a 9 normally because I mean, they for sure would have heard all that gunfire, and they mentioned that there's wolves here. But your thing will reduce it down to an 8.
Okay.
So give us a manipulation plus. Let's see here. If you have suggestions for what ability you want to use,
let's see.
Subterfuge, I think.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
So ability
and it's an 8.
Nice.
It's 8. Here we go.
Boring conversation anyway. What?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. We got company. While they're there in searching and I'm I got this covered. Literally, it's going complete shit instantaneously, and I'm just no, I think I still can save it.
So let's do this because Zonta was going to run back and grab her backpack. I think let's say it'll be 3 successes you need to have run back and then get yourself back to the dining hall before something has that Alistair's done goes wrong here. So why don't you go ahead and give us athletics and stamina?
Okay, can I change? I just put on these new clothes. I'm gonna rip them all up again. No, I think she'll take the jacket off as she's running in.
Yeah. So I think Brandon's actually right. I think that there is something to do with there's a spiritual connection with the things you wear normally.
Yeah, the clothes
torn.
we picked up, I don't think that works.
Yeah, that would work. So you would still be clothed.
Oh, so we wouldn't have to put on clothes. We would.
No, you would have to put on clothes, but the clothes that aren't yours, the ones the fake ones you've got on, those would tear.
Well, that's fine because I as long as my my Levi's 501s are not going to tear.
Yeah. And I like that joke. Why don't you give us a shape change check, please? What form are you going for?
I'm going to go back to, I think Hispo is kind of my preferred. It also gives me more dex.
Yeah. Lupus is the fastest.
That's Beast?
Lupus is your, I don't know, is that Beast?
It says Beast in the character
okay. Yeah.
sheet, yeah.
Beast is the fastest?
Yeah, there's the 5 forms. Okay, and actually, that's also easier. Lupus is
it's one of the tougher ones.
Yeah. Alistair. Oh, you didn't roll yours yet, right?
Okay, I'm gonna go straight to Beast then.
Okay, so to Lupus. So difficulty 6. Easy. So you race over. What is it? Is it the whole backpack you were going for, or is there something specifically in there?
I don't think there's anything really specifically in the backpack.
Just wanted
it's just like, yeah, just the only thing she brought with her, and
yeah.
Like, why did we leave our stuff behind? Then they're gonna rifle through my backpack. I don't want them looking at what I got in my backpack.
Okay. So you can hear as you're racing back. It sounds like there's something that is running from this direction towards you. Like you race in the dining hall this way, past the into the open area. Where do you guys? While Alistair is trying to unsuccessfully negotiate with the enemy, what are Mutt, Barat, and Hunter doing?
Probably keeping an eye towards where the fan is.
Okay.
We're still in that. Yeah, we're still in that hut or whatever the one central building. I'm gonna.
The dining hall?
I'm gonna try to find a. Yeah, I'm gonna in the dining hall. I'm gonna try to get by a window and crouch behind it. And just
Okay.
look,
Okay, so Hunter and Mutt are keeping watch. What about you, Barat?
Yeah, I think I will go for the woods. I don't want to be inside a closed building in a wolf form.
Okay.
So
like towards where which direction are you going here?
Yeah,
This?
no, maybe here, something like that. So,
Okay, yep. Easy. Ooh, near where the rifle range is.
Oh yeah, that is interesting.
So, the Zonta, what you can hear is something is running along here, and what you hear, I guess the last thing you hear, Alistair, is change channels. So this line is compromised. One by one, you stop hearing what's happening.
Shit.
I think we should go, guys.
After that happens, can I go out and then collect very carefully that dagger? Ideally putting in something.
You can, but
Leader's dagger, he tried to stab me.
carrying silver on you will reduce your gnosis.
Can I quickly hide it somewhere we can retrieve it later?
We don't need it.
Yeah, Zonta comes racing in, and she knows something is coming. So you can try it, but it's going to be probably 5 successes on athletics and stamina to get there and back before something else happens.
In that case, I'm going to bail and run back to the hut, I think.
Okay. So you guys are all in the... I mean, this is not... we've been saying hut. It's a hall, because this is where, like, this entire camp's worth of kids would be eating.
Yeah.
So
I'm
this is
following Barat, just to be clear.
okay.
I don't want to be inside anywhere.
All right. Barat's in lupus form, so he is probably moving a little bit faster than you, unless you want to change.
No, I'm just like running through and things are like scratching my face. And
I'm gonna. Can I step sideways?
Yeah.
So if they're gonna come here, I'd rather them not see me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we
Maybe
know
the
where?
rest of us could do that too.
So why don't you give us a... so the gauntlet here is actually quite thin as well, so I think the difficulty is a 3
Okay.
for your gnosis roll. With your mirror shades, because they're still active.
They're still activated. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about that. Oh.
So to step, the one thing you do need to do to step sideways normally, guys, is you need to look into a reflective surface. So you need to look in a pool of water or a mirror or whatnot. That's why his mirror shades are called what they are.
Okay, so they can't use my mirror shades to do that. Only I can. Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. So 2.
2. So it's going to take you about 30 seconds to set through.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so you see Mutt is slowly, there's like a portal that sort of opens that he is moving through. Barat's outside, Alistair's outside. Hunter, you're inside. Zonta, you come running back in lupus form. Do you guys do anything before Mutt finishes stepping through?
Zonta's going to tell them that people coming.
Is there a mirror left in the restrooms? I'm thinking of stepping
Probably.
sideways using
Yeah.
that.
If you make your way into the restroom, sure. Yeah, I buy that. What about you, Zonta?
Right, so I want to change.
Oh, just one sec, Mo. What is Zonta doing?
She was going to tell them that she heard sounds from this direction, like people coming, or...
Okay, Hunter, do you take anything? Barat and Barat and Alistair have actually run out into the woods at this point.
Oh, okay. Which direction do they go?
They went over.
I guess I'm
here.
asking these guys because
Yeah.
Rifle range area.
Yeah.
I will just smell my way. I'll follow their scent.
Okay. So Zonta,
You're probably gonna hear my screaming.
clambering through the bushes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ow!
And- Yeah, I would tell Alistair, I don't know how, maybe I growled something like this. Change into a wolf.
Alistair?
Yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah. This makes sense. It makes sense. Okay. I will change into. I guess I'll go to Krynos.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah.
do you want
I'm
to
not
roll,
taking any chances.
roll for that, or are you spending a
Not
point
exactly
of rage?
low profile.
I am going to. I'll just spend a point. Just make it easy.
Okay. So he turns into an even larger and more. So Zonta, you come running up, and you see Alistair and Barat are there. Mutt, you finish stepping through around the same time Hunter gets in and sort of brushes the dust off of one of the mirrors and gets ready to try and step sideways. Mutt, as you step through into here, you can hear what sounds like, and you know you're not hearing because you don't hear things in the Umbra, but it sounds like a creaking, like a tree straining against a mighty wind. And
Okay.
you can understand it, but with that combined with the popping, it almost sounds like something speaking.
I do have spirit speak. So does that? That's a
Yeah,
gift.
yeah.
Is that something?
Definitely,
that
yeah.
that
So
might
you
be
can
helpful?
understand. That means you can be understood and understand the language of spirits.
Yes. Yes.
This, what you hear, is something saying, "Free, free, free."
Where is it coming from?
It's coming from the far side in this like grayed out version of the dining hall. You sort of look over, and what you hear is a smashing sound as something smashes through the umbral remnants that would make up the dining hall, which then sort of reforms behind it. This thing stands probably tall enough to reach the 30-foot ceiling in the middle of this, and let me give you a look at what you witness. Oh, yes. This is what looms above you in the Umbra.
Okay, that doesn't look nice.
Hey, that's like my
Mutt?
last pet dog.
You get a point of rage
Nice.
as you see this thing.
Nice.
Hunter, would you kindly give us a Gnosis roll against a target number of 5? If you're going to try and step sideways.
I might need some help with this.
You need not make a roll too much to know that this thing reeks of the worm. One success. So
Reeks of the-
that will take you, I think
What is
it's
it,
5
Rico?
minutes then, actually. What was your question, Dave?
What does it reek of?
The worm.
Worm.
Worm. Okay, right.
Okay, here we go. I tell you, the first thing I'm doing at the end of this session, just for if I run this game ever again, is I'm going to fucking Noble Knight and see if I can get a DM screen. Just look at all these goddamn target numbers for everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, I could make my own, I suppose. But
Was it other storyteller systems have the same, I think, target number for everything, and then you
Trouble,
just...
it's all different things though. Like it's the gauntlet is only it's used in Mage, and that's really it, right? So.
Yeah, that's true. I know that all the World of Darkness games have varying target numbers, which make it hard.
Yeah, their own little subsystems.
Other games just ask for more just successes.
Here we go. One success.
As a longtime player and only recent DM, I thought DM screens were just to hide all your stuff.
No.
When I finally started DMing, I'm like, it'd be really handy if and I'm like, oh, I bet you that's on the DM screen. Yeah. It'd be really handy if I had this there.
That's funny.
All right, I can't find it. I think it's 30 seconds. I think it's 30 seconds for you to get through at this point.
Can I abort it, or is it once you've started, you've got to continue?
Yeah, you got to continue on. Oh no, I'll let you step back. No, like you're not fully through. I'll let you just back out if you choose to. But you don't know anything else that's happening though, Mo. So like your character would not.
No, I'll keep going and then.
Yeah, so you're starting to make your way through. I think Mutt, Alistair, and Barat. What are you guys? Like, are you thinking of trying to get yourself as deep into the woods to hide as you can, or are you trying to kind of keep deep enough so you can keep an eye out on things?
Yeah, I would choose to be able to, I don't know, to attack or something like that, maybe later. So I don't think we want to flee. I think we want to just be clever and not charge in the open.
Okay. Yeah,
I want to keep all my options open, so I want to be able to see everybody that I'm affiliated with.
Okay. So you guys are kind of lurking on the edge of the thing there. Why don't we do this? Let's have each of you give us a wits and stealth check. And that'll be against a target number of, I'm going to say 5. Actually, I'm going to say 4. This will just be how many successes that the people need on to spot. Sun is going down at this point, so holy shit, Alistair.
I'm good at hiding. I have to be.
Yeah.
Wits and stealth against 5?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
3 successes, nice. And then, so then we will cut back, I guess. So you guys are sort of trying to keep an eye out. Mutt, what are you doing?
Well, this thing's in front of me. I would like to use a spirit snare on it, but I don't know if this is going to be combat. Then I think we probably have to roll initiative.
Yep.
Okay.
If you want to try a spirit snare before this thing, it's in sort of like, we're jumping back and forth here. It's actually would have been to break through the area to get in here.
Okay. All right, so I'll do I spend a point of gnosis and I do a spirit snare.
Okay, go ahead and roll your. Let's see.
I've got it set up. Oh God. Okay, can I use a willpower to?
What happened? What happened? I haven't seen. I'm sure it's fine.
-2 successes.
No, all you can do is you can reduce it to a botch is a botch is a botch.
All right. Well, the botch is just happening. Do I get a rage out of that then? At least?
Yes, you do. You get a point of rage out of it. But let's see here. So spirit snare. I think it's going to backfire on you. I think that there is just this thing has such a polluting presence that it is going to. Let's see here. What does spirit snare do? I think that's a theurge gift, right?
Yeah, and it reduces the willpower is for the actions of the spirit for the combat. Yeah.
Give us one more spirit snare roll, please.
Okay.
Okay, none. So what's happened is you've tried to do this, but the Umbra is so disrupted by this thing that what do you think your spirit snare would look like?
A bunch of like glowing vine-like tendrils that kind of burst out and try to like wrap around it.
Nice. Okay, so they're trying to going out and they're going wild, and it's all you can do to try to like to try and avoid getting yourself caught up in it.
Yeah.
So, and willpower, to say that, like, spirits only have 3 stats, Gnosis, Rage, and Willpower. Willpower is their strength, effectively. So you would have tried to weaken this thing. It didn't work.
That was the idea.
Okay, what are you spending any rage for any extra points? Or extra actions?
Oh, yeah, I guess I will. Screw it. You know what? I want that to work again. Can I try to do that again?
If you've got the Gnosis, you can try again, yeah.
I do. Yeah, I'll do it because I want to weaken this thing. All right.
I mean, this thing is, again, remember the scale and the size of this thing?
Yeah. Well, if this doesn't work, I might spend one more rage to run away.
You do have 2 you could use. So go ahead and make another. All right.
3
there you go.
successes.
Now,
All right.
what does it do?
It is, according to this, it is down here again. Spend 1. It's rather than damage. Yeah, I think it's just as long as it hits.
Don't paraphrase. Just tell me precisely what I wrote.
Reduces the spirit's willpower by 2 for the purposes of all combat actions for the rest of this.
Awesome. Okay, thank you very much. All right, so then, yeah, that's a success. Some of these white tendrils are wrapping around this thing and slowing it down, but it's like around where the little leg joint is, like around here. That's about the level. How little this thing is affected by it. It's still moving forward. As your tendrils snap, new ones are forming. Do you wish to spend another point of rage to take another action, or are you done?
I'm spending a point of rage to run.
Okay. You're in Hobbit form right now, aren't you?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay. So you go, I mean, it's spirit, Now,
Yeah.
you can hear something in your ear.
Okay.
And it says, "Run, my child." And you see there is an owl that flies past you in the Umbra. And you suddenly have wings.
Hell yeah.
And you leap up if you accept this thing's help. And you crash through in the Umbra, through towards the exterior where all the things died. So you're sort of in that parking lot area.
Okay.
Let's cut. So Hunter, you're still slowly pushing your way through here. Barat and Alistair and Zonta, I don't think nothing's going to happen to you guys until you see something. Is that what you guys were doing?
Or hear something like screams.
Yeah. So then, this thing is going to. Oh my goodness.
Zonta sets her backpack down, and she's just gaming clarification. If she was wearing her backpack before she changed, does her backpack form, or is it just her clothes?
Yeah. It's like stuff that it shifts into the Umbra, so it's the stuff that's important to you that has a personal connection that you have a spiritual. If you just bought a backpack off the shelf and had it on your back, probably wouldn't go. But if it's something that has some kind of
sense, like your personal possessions and clean clothes and
precisely, yeah.
Okay, then can she change back to her human form so she can put a backpack on and?
Yeah. So you're back and I automatically change back. You got your backpack on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she asks Alistair why he's in the form he's in.
Okay.
I look at her like, what do you mean? Like, things are going wrong.
So Barat, you hear the beating of wings, and this big horned owl lands in the trees right above you and seems to be staring directly at you.
Okay. So, at least I would know that these owls are, sometimes helpful spirits or represent such. So I would just try to communicate if possible.
Sure.
I don't know.
What do you try and say?
Can you help?
Sure. Why don't you give us a manipulation plus enigmas roll, please.
Okay. And the number is...
sorry, target number is 6, please.
No, No, not so much.
Okay. So you could spend a point of willpower to avoid the botch, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, but no, I wouldn't.
Okay. All right. You can hear just in its in your mind, I guess. You can hear this thing speak. You are doomed, fools. They're like, what?
Okay. Yeah.
And none of the rest of you hear that. Only Barat hears that in his head. Zonta and Alistair are busy having a conversation about his Krynos form.
But this increases my rage, yes?
Yes, it does. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, the botch would definitely.
Nice.
And as you guys are, Zonta and Alistair, you're talking back and forth about what, what to, why you're in that form or whatnot.
Yep.
You guys both kind of feel it at the same time. Oh, and you look up. And you know that pre-sunset moon that you see sometimes? You lay eyes upon it.
Awesome.
Everybody gets a point of rage.
Yes.
Then
Even Hunter in his mirror form crossing over?
he could feel it. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right, cool.
Okay, and then it is... let's go back to Hunter, actually, as he finally kind of makes his way through. Hunter, you step through, and the walls in the Umbra are not really like... It is a... There are cognates in the near Umbra of what is in the real world, but you can hear the same creaking and screeching thing that Mutt went fleeing from, and you can sort of see through the semi-transparent walls that this thing is in the middle of here, held partly down by these white tendrils, but pulling itself forward. And you hear a voice in your head as well, too, the beating of wings, and something that says, "Flee! Flee!" What do you do?
Do I recognize this for anything?
What are you doing?
Anyway, I would like to change to Krynos form.
You are in the spirit realm. Your form doesn't matter here. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Do you want to spend a rage to automatically transform, or are you going to roll?
I'll spend that rage I just got to automatically transform.
Okay, so Hunter transforms into Krynos form. Then, Mutt, let's cut back to you. What are you doing?
Well, I said I'm flying over the place where we got assaulted at.
Yeah,
as you said.
And you can see off in kind of to your right, because you're still in the Umbra, the visible form of Barat, Zonta, and Alistair, and this. Okay. It seems as if that owl spirit seems to have landed there.
Okay. Do I see, since I'm flying, can I get a good view and see any of the other squads that might be coming in?
You'd have to fly pretty high up in order to do that.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I just want to see. I want to see.
So you turn and you start soaring up. You have to spend rage to do any more actions.
I'll spend a...
Let's do this. Let's see how far you get first. Give us a stamina and athletics check.
Okay. Stamina, athletics. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty would be 6 again.
So athletics and 6.
Okay.
2.
So you can sort of see more of those tainted squads. One of them is fairly near. It's underneath this horrific thing. One of them is actually closing in. You can also see 2 other spiritual things that are charging towards the dining hall.
Oh. Okay. How many people are in that squad?
And this is what they look like in the Umbra.
Oh shit! And that's just they're obviously in the Umbra, right?
They may be
Oh.
dual aspected thing. There's 2 of them that are charging towards the dining hall.
Okay. Shit.
You want to spend a rage to do any other actions?
Yeah. Okay. How many people are in that squad?
There are probably 6. That's all you can do with your actions as right now. Unless you want to spend a rage, you're out of actions.
I know. Okay, I think I will. That's all I'm gonna do. I gotta save my rage.
Okay. So then, Alistair, Barat, and Zonta, you guys were sort of keeping watch outside. You see 2 what look like mastiffs that come charging around the corner and then smash through the doors of the dining hall.
Okay.
Are they like sniffing around, like as if they're searching or looking for somebody? Or...
Definitely, they seem to be
okay.
clearly on a mission, as it were.
So I turned to Zonta, like, do you have the keys to the van? Who's got the keys to the van? Does we have the keys to the van? Would you get out of here,
I think
man?
Hunter does, actually, because Hunter was looking through his pockets, didn't he?
I think he does.
You need
but
to get out of here,
I don't.
man.
Yeah.
You sounded a little like Bill Paxton
Well-
or something. No.
It did have 6 mags of full auto dump on it, the van, so I suspect it's not working.
It's probably true, but I also had 6 mags hit me, so I'm not particularly working.
I think that Santa's going to change to her Kranos form.
Okay.
See, I told you.
Are you rolling for it, or are you spending a rage to automatically go?
I'm going to roll again.
Okay. Difficulty 6 for Krynos.
That is shape change.
Yep. And Barat?
Yeah, so this Mastiff is just so in reach. I could just charge up and try to grab one of those.
You said you wanted to be close enough to try and attack, so yeah, if you want to try and intercept one of the things,
Yes.
I'll just need 2 successes on an athletics check against DC's difficulty of 6.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see.
Okay. We'll see.
In lupus form?
If you're in lupus form, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, I'm.
Oh,
really
you know, in
fast,
lupus
but-
form, I'll reduce the difficulty down to a 5
Okay.
because you're faster in that form. Now look at these lovely little puppies, eh? My goodness.
Where's all that barking now, Anna?
Yeah,
That's
really.
right. Cue the barking.
It should be.
And a banana.
I think she's
Okay,
in
yeah,
there.
Zonta, so you're in Krynos form, and then Barat.
Yep. So there are the 2 successes.
Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry, it's right in front. Yes, easy. So you go racing over. That'll just be your movement. You can take an action now to attack if you like.
Yes, I would bite it.
Go ahead.
Maybe from behind. I don't care. There's no honor in these things.
No.
No.
And they have this, in lupus form, you could smell there's a stink of the worm on these mastiffs.
Yeah. So okay. So let's see.
Nice.
Yes.
Solid hit. So go ahead and roll damage with 1 extra. What is so? I'll roll there.
Oh, well, that's not so much, but
Okay. So you dig into their hide. Oh, it's aggravated damage. They can't soak it. So you sink into their hide, and it looks like a mastiff's hide, but as you bite in, there's a popping and cracking like it's biting into insect's chitin.
Oh.
And your mouth is full of just this disgusting, like that pulpy kind of ooze that's inside a squished insect. And he throws, but he yelps like a dog, and the other one spins. Now, Alistair, do you have anything you wish to do?
Well, now that I see that Barat has charged forward, of course I'm going to follow him into battle.
Yep.
So I will do the same thing. So I'll try to get there.
Okay, go ahead and give us a athletics plus stamina, or stamina plus athletics check.
Okay, stamina, athletics, and you said his difficulty was 4, but mine's 5.
Yours is 5 because you're in Krynos, yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Perfect. Make it 5. There we go. Oh, sorry. No, ignore that. I hit the wrong button.
Dodging.
It's good roll, though.
Yeah, I was already dodging.
Preemptively.
But not bad. 3.
All right, so yeah, you easily reach it and go ahead and make an attack. Are you attacking the same one that Barat attacked? Or
yes, because I'm going to do whatever, I'm following the lead of somebody else.
Claw or bite?
I will... I'll bite.
And I should have asked before, too, Barat, if you wanted to spend any rage to take extra actions. You can still do that. I forgot to ask.
Yeah, no, but no, I don't think. I mean, maybe I would have bitten the second time, but after I had this foul taste, no.
Okay. So, Alistair, you race up and you bite with you, and that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. No extra successes. Holy shit. So you bite down, and this thing's head is wrenched off like popping a bug's head off. Green goo, partially translucent, comes out of its body, and this, what you see in the illustration, is what falls down, headless, of course. Alistair, do you wish to spend any rage?
I do, because I'm feeling like I need to make up for the colossal failure that I just had. So I will just try to bite that. So turn around, try to bite this other one as well.
It didn't like it. Did you hear?
I heard that. It seemed to be very upset. 3 successes.
Tomorrow night's Halloween. That's going to be a fucking shit show. Holy Christ.
You should stream that live, Kevin. You should do like a Halloween talk about werewolf apocalypse or something.
The funniest thing from last Halloween was, like, she was losing her mind more than I've ever seen her, like, go crazy before. I thought something was genuinely wrong, and I came over, and it was because someone was dressed in one of those inflatable dinosaur costumes across the street. I was like, yep, that's...
Those are kind of scary. I can see that.
It's the dog equivalent of Uncanny Valley, of like, I don't know what it is, but it's wrong. It's wrong. Oh, God. Okay, so then, you managed to chomp onto this thing, and again, you peel back part of its chitinous skin. Now, Barat, before we leave you, do you wish to spend rage to take any other actions? And Zonta, do you wish to spend rage to take any other actions?
So Zonta is going to. Well, first of all, is there anything sharp or solid nearby, like rock or metal or?
I mean, there's probably what are you thinking of?
I want to have razor claws. So.
Oh, yes, there are. So if you want to spend an action doing that, yes, you can.
Yeah, so she's going to spend an action sharpening her claws on this like stone.
Yeah.
And then that's her full turn. But then there's still a dog.
Technically, your turn was turning into Krynos, because that's what you did this turn, right?
Oh, that's what I did this turn. Okay,
yeah, so you spend one rage for that. Then Barat, let's just hold on. We'll come back to you in a second. Barat, is there anything else you wish to do before?
Yeah, no. If I see that Alistair is attacking, then I would just join him with 1 point of rage, I would just attack the other one as well.
Go ahead.
If it works, it's great. So let's see.
Yes. Yeah. With 1 extra success, go ahead.
So maybe we are forming a team here.
Yes.
Nice. Boom. Both demon dogs. This one, you grab the bottom and peel back, and once again, it pulls apart like a bug. Now, Zonta, do you have anything else you wish to do before we switch to Hunter?
She doesn't know this big worm thing is there, right?
Not yet, no.
While she's sharpening her claws, she sees a second dog drop, and she's like, "Oh, I finished them."
You can hear more barking. And you can hear that squad coming as well.
Okay, well, that's not wasted, but I won't spend any more rage.
Okay. So, Hunter, what are you intending on doing? This thing is pulling itself free of the tendrils, and you stand with this. It, again, fills up a 30-foot high ceiling and it's beginning to move, and as it does, you can hear it's the sound of like wheezing and creaking trees in the wind.
Remembering what I was told, I think he's going to
What were you
walk
told?
outside the owl.
Oh, yes.
He's going to back out of the hut, sort of through the walls,
Okay, so you
and maybe try and look for some more of these dog things.
So what you can see is as you smash through. Well, you haven't seen the dog things yet because you were in the washroom. So you smash out, and what you can see, I think, close to the entrance, is Alistair and Barat have been tearing apart those horrible dog things that you saw. Now you do see them. Do you wish to spend rage to take any other actions? They are in the material world. And they're material girls. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude.
Physically unable to
Yes,
leave
I
that
understand.
one.
No, I'll remain in the Umbra and stay where I am, seeing them, see if I can see any more targets.
Okay. Then Mutt. You see your allies have pulled themselves free, or have tackled two of those things. You can see there's another squad coming. There are more of those demon dogs coming as well. You're soaring well above with your wings.
I'm gonna come down to Barat and Alistair, and I'm gonna fly down that direction.
Okay. Are you remaining in the Umbra, or are you?
Well, I mean, I might have to get out of it, but first I have to get down to them, right? Because I'm up in the air really high. Yeah,
I think you can get there. Going down is going to be less effort than going up.
Okay. All right. Then yeah. When I will spend. I guess my action will be. Can I do that and then get out of the Umbra?
Yep, absolutely. Go ahead and give us with your mirror shades. It still gives you.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing this a homeless kid with these mirror shades on, with the wings.
I know.
So you zoom down and then go ahead and give us a Gnosis roll against a 3.
Yeah. And definitely make sure I'm on the ground because I suspect I'm going to have wings when I enter the material world.
Okay.
Let me...
That's always going to be in my head all day now.
Seriously.
I know. Yeah.
My wife did a cover version of that song, actually, if you want to hear a new version of that
there you
song.
go. Now I know what to spin to listen to tonight. Perfect.
That's right.
Holy shit.
I did that right.
So what do we see as you kind of appear from the thing? I think they could see your wings dissolve as you're moving through from one to the other.
Yeah. We've got a squad up there. We got more dogs coming. We got a nasty thing in there in the Umbra. I think we need to get out of here.
So Hunter, you see Mutt suddenly seems to have appeared from anywhere, and he had wings.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait,
if we get in the Umbra,
Hunter,
we can fly away.
Since you listened to that thing, you have wings too.
Wait. Oh, Hunter. Oh yeah, he did. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then, with you guys standing before this dilapidated dining hall, you hear what sounds like the splintering of huge trees falling from inside it, so loud it drowns out your conversation. You're all kind of like, in fact, everyone get a rage point for that. And then you see something smash through, and towering 30 feet, it's growing by the minute, above you guys, this thing pulls itself free of the ruins of the dining hall, and it's kind of again it sort of cries out. Each of one of those little nodules along its side there is like a bone pipe or flute. And you hear this weird hooting sound, but there's a word a single word that comes through as intelligible to you. It's in a primal speech. And that word is free. And with our heroes assembled before this thing, that's where we'll bring our charity one-shot to a close.
Oh, man.
So then, let me get rid of this map in the background, too. There we go. Then, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for our Werewolf the Apocalypse one-shot. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the game we played, I screwed up a whole bunch of rules. I improvised a whole bunch of rules, so you don't need to tell us what we got wrong, because I don't really care. But we did. We hope that you did enjoy the in-spirit application of the rules that we had for our session. As well, a huge thank you to our players. So, George, Brandon, Ingolf, Mo, and Dave, thank you so much, guys, for jumping in for a game that most of you were not, if not all of you, were not familiar with, and doing such an awesome job of bringing these characters to life. Once again, you guys just fucking killed it and excelled at bringing life to these characters that I just threw together as rough framework. So thank you so much for that. I am very sorry for how they all horribly died off screen in the... No, I'm kidding. As well, for those listening at home, we do not have a functioning donation portal right now for SOS Children's Villages International, but I will try and fix that between now and hopefully the next session. It's funny, Mo, I keep thinking that you're pointing down when you're going over to type. I'm like, yeah, I know, it's down below. Down below, you can find a link to the Dungeon Musings Discord server where all of us are active, and we have channels dedicated to all the games we run on the channel, as well as a bunch of other things, including our charity initiatives. I will be sharing the proper link on there. So if you do want to make donations between two SOS Children's Villages International, you will be able to do so. The donations all go directly to SOS Children's Villages International, a great organization active in over 130 countries, benefiting over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children. To date this year, I believe we're in like 4,000 or 5,000. It's an enormous amount of money that we have been able to raise this year to support the kids who benefit from SOS Children's Villages International's activity. So a huge thank you to everybody who has helped us with that charity initiative this year. I will once again to say a huge thank you to the players. There's a lot of moving parts in this game. Not only the mechanics of it, but the setting and having to jump in. It says an awful lot about how good of a players that you guys are, that not only did you manage to master the system really quickly, you all started immediately working together. So a huge thank you to all the players, again, for doing such a terrific job. This was an enormous amount of fun to try and kill you guys with mutated monsters. And in some cases, potentially each other. Alistair and your rage. Oops, indeed. Then with that, we'll bring this session to a close. So for those listening at home, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off of the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes in this world of darkness with a pending apocalypse were getting themselves up to. Until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.